provide us background music while we're setting up.
Okay, it says we're now streaming live.
Anybody want to check on that?
I can see that we're live.
We're live. I
I'm
have
on
it
the
open.
video.
We're live. I have it open. I just
It's loading.
I have to get the live chat going.
Heather White, that girl from Twitter, is here. My girlfriend's watching, so...
That's exciting.
We have a 100% female fan base tonight.
Oh, girl.
So there's 6 of us viewing right now, so I'm one of them. My girlfriend's one of them. Heather's one of them, so there's 4 of us.
I'm not one of them, but I'm about to be.
I'm one of them, Mike.
I like that our preview is not connected to any YouTube chat. Like, I search Infendo Live and I get a big error.
Yeah, so there's 6 of us viewing right now, so I'm...
Oh god, that's bad.
Yeah.
Keep that volume off.
Yeah, mute your streams, everybody.
Is that maybe the reason for your static?
No,
No.
I'm fixing that chat. I just have to I have to read whatever on my end. Don't worry, but I'm gonna get the chat back on the screen.
Hey, we have viewers. How about
Hey guys, you guys can hear us. We are fixing our shit. This is usually what happens at about 6:30 on Wednesday nights. We fix our settings and we wait for Justin, and then we start Infendo Radio.
I guess I could have said hi in real life, but...
Justin's getting coffee because somebody's too old for this show without coffee.
I wish I could just have the live chat open without the video. I feel like that would help my connection a little bit.
Oh, you can actually. Go to the live chat, hit the 3 buttons or the 3 dots, and hit pop-up chat or pop-out chat.
Oh, cool. Can I close the YouTube video now?
Probably, yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's much better. Oh, that's so much better. How do I know that name? Oh, that's Mike. Mike is Wacko Lee. Okay.
We have Neil
Good
on the chat
nerdy.
too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Lucas, this YouTube's from 10, 12 years ago. Leave me alone.
All right, I'm gonna
Hey, this is new to some of us, Mike.
Can we all try to keep our burping to a minimum tonight, since we're live?
I haven't burped yet.
I thought that was part of our charm.
I do lots of...
That's one word for it.
Getting the live chat updated. Getting 2-factor authorization on my phone. Is Justin... Could you guys try and help Justin? He's talking in the Hangouts.
Oh, he's talking?
Gosh.
I have to hang out closed. Damn it. There's always something with Justin.
It's okay, that's why we...
I can make fun of Justin on live television now, almost.
Live television that nobody can watch, and is also not on a TV.
Well, it might be on a TV. Depends on how they're watching YouTube. And Mike, please don't get into it with Justin on air.
There we go. There's our live chat. Should I change the color of the the text, do you guys think?
Maybe.
I'm
gonna
colorblind,
have
so
to
you know,
default to that.
nothing works for me.
Someone who can see color, help out Eugene.
Well, it's...
What do you want to make? Yeah.
No, he just means is it viewable? Like, does it offend the eyes to look at the comments in the video?
Thank you.
I mean, it's still the same for me. Someone, YouTube, not YouTube, Eugene, send something to the chat so I can see what color it is.
It'll, hello. So, it should pop up here in a second. Burpy derp. Got that one. Still white.
It's the delay.
Always with the delay.
Behind the scenes Infendo Radio nonsense.
Okay, I just changed it to black. Let's.
This is around the time of the show where we put the dong in Nintendo.
Oh, hey, Audacity's a thing that exists. I should probably boot that up.
Yep.
Probably, yeah.
I am so glad you said that, or I might not have remembered that we record.
Neil's about to turn on Big Bang Theory here pretty soon. Hopefully, we're not disappointed.
Wait, is he really?
No. Just don't do it, Neil. That was a joke. Yep, this is setup time. We'll be starting about 7 o'clock, so hopefully y'all stick around and enjoy.
We'll be starting about 9 o'clock. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Well,
some of us are back in time because they're stupid.
Yeah. Eugene Standard Time. Oh, hey, there's a Nintendo fan. How's it going?
Oh, hey, you Pikachu.
We actually have people.
Yeah, I like that.
Aw, it makes me happy.
I told you we'd have people.
8:39 for me, and I guess 6:39 for weirdos.
Yeah, 6:39 for me.
6:30.
Now I'm happy that I added an extra track just in case, because I guess we're doing guest attentions.
Right.
For everybody that's not Lucas and Justin and I, they started 6:30 because they're lame.
Did anyone ever help Justin, by the way?
I did. I told him to use Chrome Internet Explorer. He's like, I gotta download and install on Firefox.
But he just did this yesterday. How does he not know how to do it?
Because he had to switch computers. Yeah, he did it on one computer, but now he's working through it on the other computer.
Hey. Gotta love him.
If he's not ready at 9, I should go without him.
No, we'll wait.
Dude.
He'll be.
That was so mean.
7, Mike.
It wasn't mean.
If he's not here, we go without him? That's mean.
And suddenly we're pirates.
Have you listened to Infendo Radio at all?
No, pirates stick together. Pirates have a code. We're just horrible people.
You clearly haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean. Leave no man
Pirates
behind.
of the Caribbean are not real pirates.
What happened to so-and-so? He fell behind. Leave him behind.
I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean many times.
Nintendo fan says he'll be back in an hour, so alright, we'll see you then. We'll be probably into the news or right around Nintendo's time around then.
Are we gonna lead off it? How are we gonna start the show? Nintendo's or blah blah blah?
I think
News?
I was thinking we'd probably just do news, right?
Yeah, let's start with news. It seems like Lucas's audio is working alright, so as long as his laptop isn't
Who said no burping?
I didn't burp.
Do we have a wild Justin?
A belch?
Well, it was someone's burp. It wasn't mine. Was it Justin? Is he here?
Justin?
No, he's not here.
I see a me.
Okay.
Well,
Do we have a
it's
hacker?
good for there to be a new you.
Oh God, he's here.
Well, stop making fun of him, everybody. He can hear us now.
The sad thing is, not entirely inaccurate.
Yeah, I figure as much.
The only difference is we won't stop making fun of you, Justin. Because you know how we are.
Justin,
Yeah,
say hi
I'm used to nobody liking me.
Justin, say hi to all of our listeners. We've got a few people on the live chat right now.
Yeah, we have listeners.
And they're all
We've
adorable.
got fans.
Okay,
Oh,
guys,
we're like, Justin,
so-
Justin, say hi, and Justin doesn't say a damn thing.
Sorry,
Hey, guys,
I'm still
Eugene
trying
wants to say something.
Eugene, send me a link to the YouTube thing so I don't have to try and search for it.
The YouTube? Okay. When you open it up, make sure it's muted, though, so we don't get the reverb. I don't know if that'll happen, but let's just be...
I think I'll figure that one out pretty quickly, even if I don't remember to do it first.
You can pop
Hey
up-
guys, since we're gonna be live, can we all make a really honest effort to not talk over each other?
Yeah. Let's do it. That'd be nice to not have to edit
Please,
a lot of that
because
out in the produced show. That'd be great.
the weak ones being me and Eugene and Gentis, I think, have a hard time when the strong are like constantly butting heads and ramming each other with their horns.
Well, stop being so weak.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Really, this is survival of the fittest here.
Okay, if somebody could jump on the Infendo Twitter and post a link to the YouTube for me, that'd be great.
Make you jump.
I'm going to
jump.
Justin,
Crisscross make you jump.
Justin, shut up.
What?
I'm going to go over the show notes here, and then we're gonna get started. So,
show notes.
I just sent a link in the Hangouts. So
I'm hopping on Twitter if no one else is yet.
Yeah, if you would, that'd be
Yeah, you can go for it. I'm good. You do it.
I was just kidding. Go ahead, Mike. I don't have it on my iPad. I only have it on my phone.
Okay, I'll do it.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to run through the show notes now. If you guys haven't opened it, I posted a link in the Hangouts. So first thing that we'll talk about, well, actually, hey Lucas, do you mind turning the music down just a little bit? It's a little.
That might be a good idea, right? Here, hold on.
When do we start that?
Yeah,
as soon as we finish talking.
Yeah, we'll start recording as soon as I get this. We start talking about the show notes here. So, first thing is Rabbids Mario crossover. This comes from a Kotaku article. We talked about it way back when, from like a Laura K. Dale rumor, I think it was. So
yeah, it was.
So yeah, we that's one of the news items. Next thing is the Breath of the Wild DLC here. Next is kind of the same part of it. It's the Breath of the Wild, the language pack, which is actually pretty cool. Got to mess around with that the other day. We have a Zelda escape room coming to Europe for all of our European listeners. That's pretty exciting. Shaq Fu is happening. That's a thing.
God, I feel like we just went back in time 20 years.
We have new 2DS XL. It just dropped.
Dibs.
That's crazy. Yeah, I figured that would be Justin since he wrote an article on that one. And then we have Nintendo switching shipment style to stock switches sufficiently. So, clearly we have...
Wait. Say that again.
Nintendo switching shipment style to stock switches sufficiently.
I got him.
Woo! I broke Eugene.
I broke him. I typed it.
Okay, so who wants what is the question?
Yeah, and there's clearly more than 5 articles. Let's only do 5. We don't need to fluff up the show, with some of the stuff. I don't feel like Shaq Fu is like a thing that we need to really.
So, Mike, you can give up on your day job for a while.
Go ahead.
Wait, what?
Lucas.
Fluffing.
Can I take Breath of the Wild DLC and maybe throw in like a quick sentence about the language update? Because I was like the most recent Breath of the Wild adopter.
Sure, yeah. Let's just wrap those two into one news topic. I'll take out the line here, and then that seems to make the most sense.
Plus, I think I might be the only one that's actually playing the game in Japanese now. So
I'm playing Japanese. I changed it first.
I switched it to like all the different languages. It's been great.
Is that your version of playing in hard mode?
Well, it's just the voices.
No, because now the game's actually tolerable, so it's like playing it in easy mode for me.
Right. Okay, so Lucas is gonna take this one. Who wants what? Does anybody want Rabbids and Mario?
Well, I heard Mike say he really wanted that one.
Otherwise, I'll take.
I'll do the.
I think that's the big question. Does anyone really want Rabbids and Mario?
No. I'll do the Switch shipment. I'll do that one. I posted it on there.
Okay.
I just
sounds
want to
say
hear
the
you
rhyme.
say that one.
Oh, we
No,
should probably
I'm
start
not
recording at some point.
Well, let's sync.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
do
recording.
that when we sync up here in a little bit. And then also, what do you want to take, Steve?
I can do the Rabbids and Mario rumors
Cool.
thing.
Then I guess that means that I'm left with. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out if I do Shaq Fu or a fucking Zelda escape room. I'll take Anchor.
I can add the Mario Kart information if you want. I can.
You know what? That's probably better. That's probably more relevant since Mario Kart just released this week.
Cool.
I thought I had it in my Feedly, but I guess I don't.
Yeah, I can't find it out, so I'm just gonna make a quick note.
Okay, cool. And then I'll take that one. And then I'll take Anchor. Then I'll go last. Who wants to go first? I guess that'd be you, Steve, since you have the Rabbids one.
That's fine.
Okay, so you'll take lead. Why don't we all start recording if we haven't already?
On it. Hello, Eugene, and welcome to another wonderful Lucas
Sorry
part
for
of the
all the
podcast.
noise. I'm trying to find a comfortable position here.
I am now recording. We are good to go.
Awesome.
Let me move my mic a little closer here.
Hopefully it doesn't freeze this week like last time.
Oh god. Hey, it wasn't too bad though. Most of your audio was on there. I only had to pull the last like 25-30 minutes from the back.
Yeah.
Do we have a Justin?
Everybody's gone electronic.
Oh no. No, someone has though.
I think that was
Yeah, not me.
Steve!
Come on.
I'm gone.
We're so...
Hooray! It wasn't me this time.
Am I really gone?
Actually,
oh no, now we hear you again. You were
You're
just
clear
lagging.
again. You're clear.
That was weird.
Make sure that you don't have your video open by chance, do you? I think we lost him.
Come on, guys. Steve.
we're doing good. Doing good on our first
Maybe we should have
podcast.
Maybe Lucas should start off then with the Zelda news, so Steve can take time to come back in.
Okay, that'll be fine.
So, can you guys hear me yet?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you now.
Like in and out, like laggy.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I can do Google Hangouts on my phone, right? And still record locally on my computer?
Yeah.
Okay, let me switch to my phone.
Okay.
Give me like 2 minutes, and I'm just going to shut a couple things
Wait.
down.
Actually, yeah, that should work, actually, because I'm pulling... the audio is being pulled from my thing. Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
good.
yeah,
Just get
Please
it
hold.
going.
Technical
Please
difficulties.
hold 8 people watching. This is why we
Okay.
told you that we were going to start
Please.
at 7 or 9 o'clock, because...
Yeah, because we've still got 10 minutes to
yeah.
figure this out.
Please,
I will
please
be-
enjoy this
I will be
complimentary.
right back.
Please enjoy this complimentary Claymates music
Why am I still in?
while you wait.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you, Lucas. Always...
You're welcome.
Always
Didn't
ready.
we have Claymates on Nintendo's once?
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
These are all my
Oh.
Nintendo's songs.
Oh, okay.
These are pretty
Well,
songs.
there you go.
No, these are all the new things. I figured it'd spoil you guys before the show.
What was Claymates about, anyway?
This kid, like, drinks a potion that, like, his mad scientist dad made, and it, like, turned him into clay. And it's like a platformer. You turn into animals.
Yeah, because it was the same company that did Clay Fighter.
So they had kind of like a clay fetish.
Hey, Mike, I finally found the article for Mario Kart if you're still looking for it. I'm about to post it in the show notes.
All right,
please do
I'm
that.
back.
Okay.
I won't sound as good for you guys, but sorry. But it'll be
It's okay,
fine on
you
the recording end.
Here comes a snarky comment. Who's on it?
I'm busy.
I'm busy.
Well, you ain't getting.
I'm trying to get a shrine here in Breath of the Wild.
iPad so I can actually see what the hell's going on.
Okay, so everybody's recording in Audacity now, right?
Yes.
I'm recording, not in Audacity, but I am recording.
Okay, that's fine. So, Justin, well, let's do our claps first, and then I'll get your guys' numbers, okay? So, in 3, 2, 1.
And then
I'm sorry
never
for-
spikes.
I'm sorry for everyone on YouTube listening to that.
I was at almost exactly 5 minutes.
Lucas, I noticed that you didn't have any spikes last week either. That was really weird.
I never have any spikes. I clap and it like mutes it.
Lucas,
You
what
got to
was your
use
I just-
Shell.
Here, I've got an idea. Dun dun dun. There you go.
What was your audio at, Lucas?
About 420.
Okay. Justin, you said you were at 5 minutes. Mike, what were you at?
358.
Okay. Steve?
423.
Steve, are you on Facebook at all?
Nope.
Okay, then I don't have to tag you.
Okay, guys, I figure let's get rolling here.
Wait. I'm gonna switch to my iPad real fast so I can see what the hell's going on.
Okay.
Sorry, give me like 20 seconds.
Hey, and Justin, if your audio goes haywire, we'll let you know. But we're probably, since we're live, we'll probably just end up rolling with it, and then just join us up, and then chime in.
Yeah, I figured it'd just be kind of business as usual. So
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's get started, guys, while we have still 8 people watching. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio, our first live show, show 389. So if
we're doing it live.
Yeah, if you guys are listening live, thank you.
You couldn't resist, could you?
We appreciate that. Who do I got with me today? I've got a full crew, of course. I got Mr. Mike and Mr. Justin. You already heard them, but who else we got tonight?
Well, I'm Lucas. And
hello, by the
Gentis
way. I am Mr. Mike. I didn't get to introduce myself because Eugene did it for me, but hi.
Well, like
Justin here.
Half the time, though, Eugene says, "Who do I have?" and we all just sit there and say nothing. So, like, I don't know. I appreciated it.
Clearly, we're getting through our live show jitters, but we're doing it anyways, guys. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. If you're in the live chat, just chime in whenever. We'll be checking in throughout the show. We appreciate you being here. So yeah, we're gonna start off with the news right away, and we're actually gonna let Steve take the lead here, and he's got some news for us about rumor of Rabbids and Mario. I don't know. Take it away, Steve.
Have fun.
Yeah, so Rabbids plus Mario crossover is evidently still coming. One of the fall's big Switch games. It is going to be called Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's been rumored for a while. It has been confirmed by Kotaku that it actually does exist. Somebody sent some assets over to him, asked him not to post the assets. But the assets are evidently there. There are 8 playable characters: Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, and 4 different Rabbids dressed up as Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Peach.
Oh boy.
They're really pulling out all the stops there.
Yeah,
they're really going hard on this one.
It's Rayman all over again.
But,
Mario and Luigi.
Like, for real though, or is that going to stop us from getting it? Because I know I'm probably going to get it just out of curiosity.
Wait! It's an RPG. I figured it'd be like a party game. It's an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what the rumor was a few months ago too.
That's ridiculous.
I'll get it. It's an RPG. I'm good with it.
I think I'm broken.
We broke Steve, or we broke Lucas. Actually, I couldn't figure out who it was because it was. I'm
okay.
so
Like,
confused here.
I liked Rabbids as a kid. Like, I thought they were funny. Like, way before I watched anything with Minions. But like, this just feels like such nonsense.
Right?
Am I the only one who has never played a Rabbids game?
You know, they're
Yes.
actually.
No, I haven't either.
They really
They're kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean, I like the little shooty game with the plungers. I mean, that was the best one. Those were pretty cool from the original. But yeah, I don't know that I'm ready for this RPG crossover yet. I don't know. Well, I'll just have to see. It's probably going to show up at E3, you know?
I feel like it's not. I think they're just lying because, like, I don't know. There's no assets. Kotaku proved it. I mean, I don't trust Kotaku anymore. But
I don't
Well,
know.
but
I mean, it came from in the beginning, like before the Switch came out. It was part of the big Laura Kate Dale, Emily Rogers rumor dump that like 95% of it didn't turn out to be the way they said it would, and that kind of blew my interest in what they had to say. So I mean, if this is real cool, I'll look at it. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
You're just still salty about all the Laura Kate Dale stuff that got disproved like a month or 2 ago.
I want my GameCube, damn it.
Well, she was right about the fact that we would be disappointed in Virtual Console selection.
Is it even really a thing yet besides Neo Geo? I don't think so.
And that's why we're
that's pretty
disappointed.
disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, for real though, I think I'm gonna get it. I mean, I know I'm gonna get it. I'm just out of curiosity. I just hope it's good. Like, I want to know who's involved. Like, hopefully Nintendo has some kind of input here. It looks like it's mostly a Ubisoft thing, but I mean, you know how Nintendo is with their properties.
No,
so.
Ubisoft.
Ubi.
I have said multiple times on the podcast
Totally
that I am
missed that joke. Anyway.
hugely in favor of crossover games starring Nintendo characters. So I feel like I have to get it just out of some like misplaced obligation, but I don't really want to get it.
If it's half as good as Mario and Luigi Paper Jam was, I'm happy. I love that game. I thought it was great.
Well, somebody had to.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the one.
I actually didn't even get the game, so I can't really say anything. I got broke and turned off by the idea.
I mean, let's not judge it until we get to see something about it. For all we know, it's still just a fake rumor, but let's let Eugene rate it, and then we can all see if it's worth it.
Well, fair enough.
If it has online play, I'll be interested.
Online play in an RPG, you color me intrigued.
Yeah, that would be my kicker right there.
All right, guys.
A milestone first. The Rabbids pioneer online RPGs.
Oh, God. All right, let's get out of the sewers here, guys. We are going to move on to our next little bit of news, and I think that is your news, Lucas. Some Zelda stuff. And
yeah, I am heaving a breath of relief that we no longer have to talk about Rabbids, because I would much rather talk about Breath of the Wild DLC.
Okay,
well, Rabbids are pretty wild.
But first, before we do that, tell us and the listeners what you and Mike got, like literally the day after that we recorded live.
Okay, like literally the day after we recorded live, I got a Switch, and then like literally the day after I got a Switch, Mike got a Switch. So has it really not been a full week?
No, it has not. How many hours?
Oh wow, I got and lost a Switch within a week.
Congratulations.
So
you got a Switch on Thursday. I got mine this weekend. So
and I still do not have one.
But at least all of us have
yeah.
Breath of the Wild now, so Lucas can chime in on the discussion, and he's not gonna be all left out like a loser anymore.
We have all played Breath of the Wild. For what it's worth, to people who have been following my epic struggle, which I'm assuming is nobody, but hey, maybe you're a stalker, and that's really cool. I am 2 Divine Beasts in. I don't think that's a spoiler a month into the game. I don't know. I've got about 30 shrines done. I've got about 30 Korok seeds, so I'm chugging along at a good pace, I think, considering I got the game like 5 days ago.
So does that mean that you're going to be looking to buy the DLC when it launches here in the summer?
I bought it.
Oh, you already?
Oh,
you're rocking your Switch?
Yeah, I had $50. I had $50 on the eShop, and I was like, I should get Puyo Tetris and play with Eugene. Then I was like, Eugene never plays games with us online, so screw that. I'll play Breath of the Wild instead. So yeah, I just figured I'd get the DLC because I knew I was going to want
it. Man, on live TV, on live stream, just throwing him under the bus.
Just throwing shade at Eugene right off the bat. Well, and the funny thing is, like, I was like, okay, just like with Breath of the Wild, I'm going to avoid being spoiled by all this stuff. And like not a minute later, Justin's posting about the Tingle thing. I see Majora's Mask on a YouTube video, and then I go onto my Switch today. Well, then I go onto a Switch today, and I see like the full collection of outfits like in the Nintendo Switch news. So I'm like, clearly I'm not supposed to stay spoiler free when it comes to the DLC. So now I know everything there is to know about it. Should we detail some of that? Because I have a huge list of stuff here that I'm not going to be able to read, but. Okay, there's a Trial of the Sword, which I think was, it was called the Cave of Trials Challenge, but they changed it to Trial of the Sword. It looks like it's going to be basically just enemy mauling over and over again, which is my kind of thing. I love the battle in the game. I don't really like the puzzles as much. But...
And you have no armor either.
Oh, that's good. I actually just did a thing in the game yesterday where I threw like all my weapons and armor away, and like I started fresh because I was getting kind of bored, and it's a lot of fun. So this DLC could be really cool. So it looks like there's going to be...
You got rid of all your armor?
No, not my armor. I got rid of my weapons and my bows and crap. I kept the armor because I like my clothes.
Oh, okay.
All the stuff I can get back.
I have so much invested in my armor that would just be devastating to me.
Can you even get rid of armor? I didn't even know that was a thing.
You can sell it.
You can sell it.
Oh, I guess that's true.
But like you can't get half that shit back. Like you sell your Zora gear, you're boned.
But I did meet a certain fabulous individual before I did this, and I mounted a few of my DLC or amiibo swords and stuff to the wall of a certain building.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I love
yes.
Folsom.
How are you already bored?
Oh no, I'm not bored. I was like, I have all this stuff. I'm overpowered. I want to be weak
okay.
again. I like starting games more than I like actually playing them. So like that was my thing.
Anyway,
and then I
this
ruin
should
myself in like the ocean and crap. Anyway, yeah, that would be a good
this should
topic
probably
to
be
talk about
saved
while we're
for
playing
change the
games.
system.
Eugene, edit this out. We're not live or anything. But the Trial of Swords is going to have 45 total rooms for the player to complete. When he completes all of the trials, the true power of the Master Sword will awaken and will be in its glowing, powered-up state. And maybe we'll get a little Phi thing, because that would be really cool.
Oh, I hate
There's also...
Ooh.
you can just die. You can burn in a fire. Sonic and Phi. I hate you. Hard mode is going to be a thing. Eugene doesn't need that because he's too good for all of this, apparently. But yeah, there's going to be a hard mode, which there's kind of like always been in, Zelda games. Apparently the enemies are going to
Actually,
be
this hasn't
stronger.
been, but...
Excuse me?
I said you're turning me into hard mode with how angry you're getting. It's turning me on, Lucas.
Oh yeah, I'm getting pissed, and apparently it's doing it for you. But yeah, enemies are going to be tougher. It's going to be harder. That's hard mode. Then there's Hero Path mode, and
That's not really a mode.
about that as I'm saying it. Oh, Hero Path mode will document every step players take and mark their path in green on the map. The route taken will be tracked for the player's last 200 hours of playtime, with an included slider to track footsteps on a timeline. I was actually wondering if they were going to do something like that, so it'll help you kind of figure out where you've already been.
I kind of like that.
And it looks like there's also something called a travel medallion, which is going to let players temporarily create a travel point so they can teleport to wherever it is they want to go, which sounds super useful.
Yeah,
there's a Korok mask.
I'm really excited for the footstep thing because when you and I were playing the other night. We were doing the desert because that's where you were, and I found like 2 shrines and like a whole stable and a bunch of other shit I hadn't even seen before. And I'm like, wow, okay, clearly
the same one I stumbled into.
Now it doesn't say here whether it's going to be retroactive.
It is.
Which I kind of wish it would be. Is it? Okay, yeah. That's good because I feel like most of us are going to be well into our game by the time we get the Hero Path.
Oh sure.
There's a couple more things. Bear with me. It's a big DLC pack, and it's getting me really excited for the DLC. I'm happy I got it now. But the Korok mask is going to help you find the Koroks, which is good because that's something I was kind of worried about. And there's going to be some new equipment, and most of that's going to be like cool cosplay stuff. Like you can dress up as Tingle, and you can wear Majora's mask and everything. So there's some cool stuff coming.
Tee-hee Tingle.
And why don't you fold in that last little bit of news into this before we kind of...
Last little bit of news, which I'm sure all of you Switch owners know, and you poor unfortunate Wii U owners know if you went to the eShop and downloaded like the mandatory pack. Mike had to download the pack. It's kind of silly how they did it on that. But anyway, Breath of the Wild is now available in multiple languages, which is good because the very first thing I wrote when I started playing the game to the group was, Zelda's British, I hate my life, I hate this game. And I don't hate the game, I promise you, but I really hate Zelda's voice. I really hate it. So I'm happy that now she's cute in Japanese.
My problem with it is for only being 17, she sounds like she's 35.
Yeah, that's an issue for me, and it does sound fake. Like, I love British accents, but her accent just sounds fake and put on. It's just a really terrible voice. And I don't know, I just, like, I've watched so much anime as a kid that, like, for me, it's just like now I'm watching the Zelda anime every time I play the game, and that just works out fine for me. So, Japanese for me the rest of the way through.
Spanish, it's all the way, and Espanol, it's the best.
But I guess the only other thing I should mention about this is if you're playing on a Switch, you should have already downloaded the update automatically. You've got it. Just go into your options menu. You'd have to restart the game so you can't switch mid-gameplay, which can be kind of cumbersome, but it's not really a big deal. If you're on the Wii U, you actually have to go... No, you have to go into the title screen of the game.
Yeah, it does it. Okay, yeah. I just checked. Yeah.
But if you're on the Wii U and you haven't figured it out yet, apparently you have to download like an update. Mike, maybe you could tell them about this because you actually
you need to go onto the eShop and it's in the DLC menu, the language pack update. You have to download that, and then there's also like a software update to like 1.2. So it's like a big clusterfuck, which is stupid because like it's a patch, man. It's a patch. It's not DLC. It's a patch.
But it is kind of cool to see, as a Zelda fan, that they're actually, first of all, that there's DLC, because that's a first, and that's amazing. And second of all, that they're adding all this content to the game, because, like, that's really cool. And Mario Kart 8 was, like, so much better when they added all the new content. And Smash Bros. Was so much better when they added all the new content. And Breath of the Wild is already perfect. So how could they make it better?
Well, and remember, too, this is only the first half of the season pass. This is just what's coming this summer. We have more coming this fall, too.
Sure.
We don't even know when. We don't know what day this is dropping, and we don't know anything about the winter one either. So that's really exciting.
Well, we know the winter one has story stuff in it.
I have a feeling Nintendo knew.
We don't know what the story is.
True.
I have a feeling Nintendo knew that it was going to be another, 5 to 10 years before we'd see another Zelda game this big. So, like, we got to just keep tacking stuff onto the old one until we have something new for them.
Yeah.
Well, and see, that's totally fine with me because, like, I was telling Mike the other day, I don't care if Mario Kart 8 is the Mario Kart for the next, 5 years.
Right.
If they just keep adding content to it, that's just as good for me. They've already got a great game. Just keep building off of that and making the game bigger and better,
Yeah.
Give me mission mode, and I'll play Mario Kart 8 for the next 10 years. I'm happy with that.
Hey.
But I'm hoping that the Master Sword DLC, someone gave the idea that spoiler for Lucas, if you want, you can just shut your eyes for a second or your ears. Someone said that for the Master Sword, you might have to the update when you beat the Cave of Trials. It says the Master Sword's full power will be unleashed. People were just saying, it'll permanently be in full power mode with a glowy thing and double attack power and stuff.
Awesome, that'd be great.
I'm hoping you get the beam sword. You have full health, you swing it, you get a little beam like in the old games.
Well, you can do that.
I hope that
have
just doesn't run out of power.
Have you guys tried to throw your Master Sword? It does the beam.
Excuse me?
Wait.
Yeah. You didn't try.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Wait, hold up. Skirt, what?
Try it.
Mike didn't know something. Mr. Know-It-All didn't know something about Breath of the Wild.
Well, who would think to throw their Master Sword? Well, I guess you would. But throwing the Master Sword, I'd be afraid I'd lose it or something. I guess that makes sense.
You just go pick it back up if you throw it.
Well, yeah, but what if you throw it in the water and then you save the game and then you boot back in and it's gone?
Yeah.
You're dumb.
So yeah.
Oh man, I threw my Master Sword in the water. I'd better save the game and restart so everything goes back to its default position.
That sounded like a very natural gaming interaction.
Yo, that's so dope. I just got full health again and I'm throwing this beam now. Happy. It does absolutely nothing, but hey, it's
we
cool.
just lost Mike from the podcast.
I know,
I'm the one not playing Zelda.
Wait, that's all it took to lose Mike was just to tell him that you can shoot beams out of your sword? We could have lost him months ago.
Mike's been shooting beams out of his sword for 20 years. What are you talking about?
Oh, God. Okay, so to wrap up this
my
DLC
girlfriend's
talk,
watching.
To wrap up this DLC talk here, I honestly think that Nintendo, just like they did with the Wii U, is pioneering what companies should be doing with DLC, aside from Smash Bros. I kind of feel like I got nickel and dime there, but the Mario Kart DLC was great on the Wii U, and it looks like this for $20 is going to be so well worth it. It's not like stuff that was hidden on the disc, from what I can tell. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And even with Smash Bros, I still felt like they added a lot of good content. I think just in general, Nintendo was doing a good job with it. The Mii costumes were kind of stupid, but
I loved all the stuff in Smash Bros. I just paid a lot of money for it,
Yeah.
Hopefully, they don't have to pay it again when it comes out on Switch.
Yeah.
But Nintendo's been doing a really good job with it, And then you get Mario Kart Deluxe, you get all the old DLC for free. It's nice. It's nice to see that they actually take the time to put in good content. It's not just hey, buy a bikini pack for all the ladies in Mario Kart,
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, well, I think
I just need Rosalina.
I think that's going to close us out of the Zelda DLC / language pack talk. So that brings us to Mike. Actually, Justin is up next because you had an article that you wrote for the website this weekend about the new 2DS XL, something that nobody was asking for, but everybody is talking about. Why don't you take the lead here, Justin?
Okay, well, to be fair, as salty as I am about its existence, I do see where it can be a practical thing. First of all, for anybody who doesn't already know, Nintendo announced... Is it out yet? No, it's coming out.
No, it's June.
Nintendo announced the new Nintendo 2DS XL, and basically it's a new 3DS XL but thinner without the 3D screen
and cheaper.
Yeah, and cheaper, obviously. And I mean, I gotta admit, it looks pretty cool. I like the two-tone, and the lines on it are really nice.
I like how flat the top screen is too. I like that.
Yeah. I could definitely see if I felt like spending $150.
150.
Yeah. If I felt like spending $150 on a portable game system for my 7-year-old, I could totally see getting this for him so he could play 3DS games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, my whole thing, as I said in the article and ranted in our group chat, is Nintendo once again has had a novel concept, released a device with a very specific purpose, and then completely ignored it later in its life. So, with the new 3DS, they introduced the super stable 3D, and with the new 2DS, they said, "Yeah, screw it, we're not doing 3D anymore."
So does it have super stable 2D then?
No, it's like an Etch-a-Sketch. You shake your 2DS and everything just goes blank.
Guys, timing for this bizarre though. I mean, we just got the Switches like a month ago, and that's kind of like your new home/portable system.
Yeah, but
now they're like, hey, you know what's really innovative?
They've even said that the 3DS
handheld system that you can't close.
The Switch and the 3DS are going to run parallel, though. They're not going to be like a...
Well, and
the 2DS, the new 2DS XL is a clamshell design like the 3DS's. So, unlike the original 2DS, you can close it, which is another advantage.
Speaking as a new Switch owner, like, I have no desire right now for a new portable system or for a new home system. Like, I feel like, for me, the Switch has filled up both of those roles.
Well, okay, so let's.
So I just don't see somebody coming out unless they don't have a Switch.
Let's look at Nintendo's past, though. I mean, when the DSi launched, I mean, the DS was pretty much on its deathbed. It lasted for another year and a half before the 3DS was coming out. I mean, it's a little bit different because the Switch launched, and that's kind of eating the 3DS's lunch, or so it would seem. But it's kind of on course for what Nintendo usually does. They'll launch another better version of their hardware, and then the Nintendo hardcore will eat it up, undoubtedly.
Correct me if I'm wrong too. Didn't the top loading NES come out near the time of the Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
It was years after the Super Nintendo.
That's what or afterwards. Yeah.
And the Game Boy Micro came out, I think, after the DS Lite.
Sure.
So yeah, it really is kind of the I would say final throw of the DS or the 3DS. It seems,
and it sounds like
that they're not abandoning it.
It sounds like it's just part of a line of like failed, not very well remembered systems, and it's kind of going to go down the same route. Like, I mean, kudos to them for doing it, because I'm sure that there are people with kids who want to play, games that they can only get on a better new 3D or 2DS, I guess. But it just seems like, who remembers the Game Boy Micro? Who remembers the NES?
I do.
I have one.
I do.
Well, and
it just doesn't seem like the kind of thing that people
to the bathroom with me.
It just doesn't seem like the kind of thing that people buy, and maybe I'm just flabbergasted because for like a month, Nintendo has been a system that's done really good with selling systems again after like 5 years with the Wii U, where they sold like nothing. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just not used to this.
Well, and Neil brings up a good point too on the chat. More NES Classic, less 2DS XL, please.
And
that makes sense because people actually want that system.
Yeah. I mean, I think part of what put the nail in the coffin for the NES Classic was the fact that it's been hacked to bits, and so they kind of lost control of it. So they're like, let's kill this thing before it costs us more money.
That could be a thing for sure. And then, of course, there's that Eurogame article that we talked about last week or the week before about the SNES Classic possibly ramping up production for later on this year. So who knows? I mean, Nintendo has a lot of eggs in a lot of baskets, I'm sure, and they're all in China. So, yeah, I don't know that we have anything else to talk about this 2DS XL. I'm still flabbergasted. I'm totally gonna get it though. I know I am. I just know myself. So. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here goes another $200 down the hole, but it's gonna be in a drawer and it's gonna look nice one day.
Hey,
Can we-
send it to me? I'll give it to my kid.
Yeah. Shoot.
You literally buy everything that comes out. Like every single thing. Oh, Rabbids is getting an RPG. I gotta get my hands on that. Hopefully I can play it on my 2DS XL.
Oh, the Oculus is now $500 instead of $600. I gotta get that.
It was actually $600 instead of $800, sir. So,
Oh, what a deal.
Hey man,
I'm sorry.
I don't drink. I have very few hobbies, and what my hobbies are Nintendo. And my girlfriend.
So you
is
get
okay
an
with that.
Oculus.
Yeah, well, video games. Video games, I guess I should say.
You're just speaking to two rather destitute 20-something-year-olds who haven't fully been able to embrace the buy whatever the hell you want anytime you want it lifestyle yet.
Yeah,
I'm sure when
same
we're
here.
older we'll be really into it too.
Hey man,
I have absolutely no income, so
Oh, God. Well,
I am a house husband.
hey, there's still value in that. I'll tell you what. So
Yeah.
You get whatever mama can afford.
yeah.
Can we backtrack for a minute because we kind of skipped over the Zelda escape room thing? I wanted to bring that up real quick.
Okay.
'Cause I talked about it a couple months ago when it first got announced from the one director, whatever it was. But if people, if you have been lucky enough to find a functioning or open run of the Zelda escape room, poorly titled Scrap Zelda or whatever it's called, it's now coming to Europe in the month of July in London, Barcelona, and Paris. If you live in Cologne, if you're of the European language, you have to wait to see what kind of dates they have, but they're coming to those 4 areas. I just found out that New York has it this weekend, actually, so I'm going to be screwed. I'm going to miss it. But, I mean, I think it's pretty cool because I do like to enjoy the idea of escape rooms, and this is like the escape room turned on its head a little bit. It's not like, oh, you're on a time limit, get out of here. Now it's like, oh, you're on a time limit with a group of people, save Hyrule from Ganon and, find stuff from the games and meet Koroks, and not Koroks, but Kokiri and Gorons and shit. So that's pretty cool. I like that.
I've met enough Koroks, thank you.
I wonder if it makes the same sound when you find him in that escape room.
You found me.
Yeah.
I set that as my text message tone for like a day before I got told
dude,
that
that's
I couldn't
genius.
do that anymore. Oh no, don't do it. You'll get everybody around you will hate your life, so don't do that.
That sucks for them. Don't listen to my stuff.
Right.
Okay, so Mike, you want to go ahead and take your next bit of news then? Because I think you are next about the Switch shipments, and I'm not going to say that title again, but you can.
Oh, good enough. Please, entertain me. Try it.
Okay. Well, I before I knew that there were so many S's, I said it flawlessly, and then Justin fucked me up. So, Nintendo switching shipment style to stock switches sufficiently. Woo!
There you go.
Well done.
Hey.
Do it again.
No, fuck that.
So, oh man, I had a poem for this, but I forgot what it was. I threw the paper out by accident. But like, basically, Nintendo has realized that hey, we have games coming out for the Switch, but we don't have a Switch coming out anytime soon. So they decided to either bypass or add on to their usual boat shipments from Japan and China and all that jazz, and now they're doing plane shipments, and that's a way faster method. Obviously, you can probably get way more trips on in time. You can get one boat trip. The only problem is it's a lot more expensive. You're getting about what do they say here? 5,000 yen per Switch on a plane. So they're getting like $45 per unit extra onto the plane, and they're probably putting like a couple hundred on the plane at a time.
Yeah.
So they're losing a little bit of income, but it's important because they got to get this stuff out as quick as possible, as soon as possible, to as many people as possible, while customer interest is still high.
Right.
And as long as they keep putting out games like Mario Kart, they had a whole restock for Mario Kart. That's how I got my Switch. I walked into a Walmart, got 100 on my one final exam, and I got 100 on my one quiz in my vet tech program. And I walked into like a Walmart the next day. I'm like, hey. I see y'all got boxes for the Switch. Are those real or are they display boxes? And the guy's like, oh, they're real. And like my puppy dog eyes came on. I'm like, can I can I see them? Can I have one?
And
Can I roll around in them?
this wasn't in our show notes, but I just wanted to also throw in there that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold over 500,000 copies already.
That's in the
It's
show
coming.
notes.
It's on a show notes.
It's literally the next point in the show notes.
Oh,
See, Justin, live or not, if you pay attention to the shit, we get done faster.
I must have scanned right by when I was looking through. Okay, well, there we go. There's your
But yeah,
segue.
Mario
Take it.
Kart 8 Deluxe is doing really freaking well for itself, so that's nice too.
Well,
Can I
Switch.
Can I
we
draw
all have
attention
one,
to
but
the fact that all of us were so happy you got a Switch that day that I was the only one that actually remembered to ask how the hell you got a Switch that day?
Well, to be fair though, Mike texted me like before he.
the second I got it, I walked out, sent a photo to Lucas with like the bag I had from Walmart, and I'm like, Lucas. He's like, what? Guess what's in the bag? He's like,
Well, yeah, but it's not like that's awesome. It's like, how?
No, well, I just assumed that it was because they did the. I mean, I was able to get one, so I assumed that there were some left over.
And then he's like, "Do you want any games with it?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I own all the games.
No, sir. I have every game for the Switch. Sans Switch. Let me buy a Switch. No, I got Mario Kart and 1-2 Switch from Walmart. Then I went to GameStop, bought Bomberman for a discount. It was used.
Nice.
Really, what I've realized is if you can get a used Switch game, just do it. Kind of unless the cartridge is totally screwed up. I mean, the games don't save on the cartridge, so there's really no point in paying full price if you can avoid it.
And it's not a disc, so it's not going to get all scratched up, and you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, the
It could have some of these tooth marks on it.
The teeth are pretty exposed on the Switch card, so that can get kind of dirty and stuff.
Can I just segue for a second? Have we all licked our Switch cartridges now?
No.
Has anybody out there not tasted it?
I was gonna say I've licked mine and I immediately regretted it, and I had my buddy do it, and we both like sat there and like 10 minutes.
Gentis, can we get you to do it like live right now during our first live recording? Can you just go get a Switch
No, we gotta
game?
wait for the video.
No, he's right. We got to get this on video if I'm going to do it.
I swear they taste exactly like Raid smells.
Oh God. Oh. It's been a while since I put a Switch cartridge in my mouth, but now you're bringing it all back with that description.
All right,
I
well,
can't
everybody,
forget
let's
that
just pull out our
taste.
Switch cartridges and lick.
Oh yeah, we're all right behind you, Gentis.
I'll do it.
Gentis, you start and we'll all join in at the same time. We promise.
Oh, what hath I
Yeah,
wrought?
I've heard that one before.
Okay, guys. Okay, so let's get out of the weeds here. Yeah, we're all happy that Nintendo is shipping Switches on a plane. That's exciting for just getting more units out. Like I still haven't seen a Switch out in the wild, but I'm hearing more and more stories of buddies that have been looking for them, finally being able to get them, you guys included. So that's just great. Like I hope that Nintendo can keep this up. So do you guys have anything else to add before we switch out of this?
Well, now that I have it, stop saying Switch, you bastard. You pun making son of a bitch. Now that I have
the actual sound effect. Where is it?
Now that I have a Switch, I kind of want to have Zelda on my Switch. I mean, I'm not going to get it again, but I kind of wish I could have had it played on the Switch. Just because it feels like a game I could have just take on a go and do whatever I want.
Yes.
Yeah, play around.
I don't know who that was, but good job.
I just
You're welcome.
I just want to throw in, while we're still Switch talking for a second here, a little shout out to you, Eugene, because you're the whole reason that I even got one. Like, I was sitting at home mourning the fact that I was never going to get a Switch, and
Yeah, like you're like.
and I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the joy of the live chat. But no, I'm sitting at home, and Eugene just texts me. He's like, "Lucas, there are Switches at Walmart. You have to buy a bundle, but it's only $50 more. Go get the bundle." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta get the bundle!" So it was kind of nice.
Hey man, you're
Well, yeah, and like you literally the day before you're like, "Man, I'm not gonna get a Switch, man. This sucks." And you got one, and me too. I'm like, "Man, I'm not getting
It's
a
like
fucking
the
Switch."
day before you get a Switch, you go into like the deepest, darkest depression.
I think
and
we
then
figured
the
out the secret how to summon a Switch. You have to get really, really depressed, and then a Switch magically appears.
Switches are born
I
from
was that last
negativity
week.
and
That's how you did it. I made a pentagram and I put like a bunch of like BU cartridges around them.
and then you licked all the cartridges.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure you guys got Heather to lick her cartridge, by the way.
Yeah, that's what it looks like in the chat.
Burn me.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, guys, we're going to get out of the Switch weeds and we're going to talk about some Mario Kart 8. As Justin mentioned previously, Mario Kart has broken one of its own records as becoming the fastest Mario Kart in the series. The previous fastest was Mario Kart.
Fastest selling, let's
200cc fast, you could say.
Oh my.
But yes, fastest selling in the series. And yeah, it's already sold, what did it say, 459,000 copies on launch day alone in the United States. Like, that's fucking fantastic. That's like...
it has like a 1 to 2, at least when it came out in America, like in the first weekend, this weekend, it had like a 1 to 2, like a half almost, like a attachment rate to the Switch.
Me and Gentis were like day one. We were sitting there at night on the eShop, and we didn't know if it was going to update because this was like the first big game to come out on the eShop.
Oh, yes, and I was at work.
He's like, text me if it comes out because I've got to drive home and I don't want to be disappointed. And it's like 12:01, and I see it switch. I'm like, Gentis, it's here, it's here, it's here.
Yeah, that was the best text I'd gotten.
I need to get the... Maybe I should have just downloaded it after all. Like, okay, so my Mario Kart is lost in the mail, just like my Zelda was a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, I guess now. So I think what I'm going to have to do is going to just go buy a physical copy of Mario Kart from Walmart, where I know they'll be able to return the fucking copy once I finally get it from Amazon. Or
there you go.
Actually, the postal service, I guess, at this point, but... I hate my postman. If you're listening, postman, you're the worst postman. I hope you're listening. I'm going to leave you my card.
It's probably not his fault. It's probably the post office.
I don't care whose fault it was.
Well, to that postman, if you hear this, Mr. Postman, post this.
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
You might not be a postman anymore.
I like how
right now I'm imagining that one scene from Jingle All the Way, like Arnold's in the supermarket trying to get a Turboman doll, and I think it's Sinbad had like two Turboman dolls, and someone's like, and he's like, he's got two, get the mail.
We were talking about Mario Kart a second ago. How the hell did that happen?
We got
Eugene got us off track.
Oh, this is definitely a tangential podcast. We like go places, man. So. Mario Kart sold a lot of copies. It's probably going to sell another one tomorrow because I'm going to have to go buy another fucking copy from Walmart so I can play with y'all. Man, life is hard. But
you're not going to be able to play with me for a while.
Why do you need to get one so you can play with us? You didn't play with us when we were playing Mario Kart on the Wii U.
Well,
and you won't now.
I'm going to spend another $60 so I can not play with my friends on a new system.
I mean, God forbid you play Monster Hunter again.
Or ever.
Well, my girlfriend would play Mario Kart with us, so that's kind of one of the key things. It's kind of hard to get on like a Skype chat and then just leave my girlfriend sitting watching TV next to me, you know. So it's
We're considering buying your girlfriend a new 2DS XL on Monster Hunter just so you can have a fucking excuse.
I'm good with that. I'll
you wouldn't even have to be that because I have another 3DS sitting in a drawer, so you know.
Well, then you should have bought her Monster Hunter was on sale and fucking team up with her.
One day. Okay, so I think we've kind of found ourselves to the end of the news here. We're kind of just, floundering around. So, we're going to take
what about Shaq Fu?
I'm sorry?
Oh, yeah, we forgot one.
Which one we forget here? Hit me with it. Oh, God.
Shaq Fu sequel.
Does anybody want to talk about goddamn Shaq Fu?
Everybody wants to talk about goddamn Shaq Fu.
You're young.
Those two sentences just contradicted each other.
I've played Shaq Fu, but it wasn't a very good game.
So
that's the whole point.
Shaq Fu was a really terrible game that had your, resident Superman Shaquille O'Neal as the main character. It was pretty bad, and actually Shaq was pretty bummed out that he was in a bad video game, so he helped to launch this Kickstarter and everything, barely crawled over the finish line, and now there's going to be an actual Shaq Fu game. I don't know if Shaq knows any coding, so I don't know if it's going to be any good, but we'll see.
I'm hoping it's terrible, because he needs to just have a bad game all the time now, because I can't imagine Shaq doing anything else but Icy Hot commercials anymore.
It has to be either so bad that it's good or really good but really self-aware. Right. Like the 50 Cent games where it was just so over-the-top ridiculous that it became that it became humorous that it was so
I'm
ridiculous.
surprised you know who 50 Cent is.
Oh God.
Okay, that was out of the blue.
So
I'm just realizing how ageist we are on this podcast.
Yeah, y'all hate the old people.
So why this made our news is that this could very well come to the Wii U even, but it has been confirmed that it's coming to Switch. So that is exciting, I guess. I mean, it's another thing to play.
Yay,
on
more Switch games.
Yeah, I guess,
Take what you can get.
right?
Slim pickings.
So, all right, guys. Well, we're going to take a slight break here. We don't have to switch up any audio settings, but we're going to take a break because I got to pee anyways. And then we're going to be right back with some Nintendo tunes. So, hold on.
I got your break music right.
Oh, no.
Right. I don't know what to play. That's why I'm installing.
And I don't have anything hooked up to play, so it's all on you.
If you don't get it in 20 seconds, I got this.
Hey,
Silence.
Did Lucas die? Oh, there he is.
I liked Mike was trying to do poetry at one point, or rap, or whatever you want to call it, and you just sung over him and cut him out completely back there.
When was that? I don't remember doing any kind of.
You were saying something, and it sounded like you were making a rhyme. I don't know. I couldn't really hear you very well. But Justin just started singing randomly. And just completely
I do that.
blurted you out.
Such is life with Justin around.
Yeah,
It
talk to my
just
girlfriend. I
goes-
will break into song regularly.
So do I, but you fucking have to do it while I'm talking.
Yeah, that too.
We're just happy to have Justin around. Yeah.
It proves the age-old adage that it is tricky to rock a rhyme that is right on time.
I am actually really happy to say that the entire Donkey Kong crew is here for the first live podcast.
So we're
It kind of would have sucked if it was.
Finally here, and about time too.
It would have sucked if it was
It's
just
the last member of
me
the
and Mike and
He took the torch and ran with it.
I just ran with it. Shut the fuck up. You listen to me. You'll hear me talking.
I know. I am congratulating you. I'm celebrating you.
He said somebody, not nobody.
Okay.
You know what?
God.
What'd I miss?
So quick to
Mike
get
and
bitchy.
Justin getting into another fight with each other over literally nothing.
We're fighting over complete agreement.
I don't like agreeing with him, so I'm all nervous now.
So I want everybody to look at the link that I just put in our chat here. We need to get Eugene to read every single one of these before the show is over.
Oh my God! I just got that fucking thing.
I don't see it. Is it in the YouTube chat?
It's in the Google Hangouts chat.
Oh.
I don't have that open anymore. So.
I couldn't put it in the YouTube chat because apparently it doesn't allow links.
You can just click on the little on the bottom left of the Google Hangouts thing, that little text box. It'll open up the chat, I think.
Yeah, but there's nothing in it though. So.
Hey, remember when we were doing a live podcast?
Yeah, we're
That
back.
was
Our
great.
poor listeners.
So,
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is all the crap that Eugene edits out. I hope.
so Justin, your audio actually has not gotten crappy yet. What is your recording at?
I am at 49 minutes exactly.
I mean, I kind of want to say let's roll with it and see if it works.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then-
let's go. Well, there's no way we're going to tell if this fixes the issue unless we just go ahead
push
and
through.
see what happens.
Worst
So-
case scenario, you lose a round of Nintendo tunes that you might have been able to win.
Right.
That
Oh,
would be a
you
shame.
mean like when
might
you
actually
named
stand a
the
chance.
wrong
Oh God, here
Donkey
we go.
Kong Land
No, here
game?
we
Moving
go.
on because this isn't happening again. I'm not letting this happen on my watch.
Eugene, please, for the
dude.
love of God,
Yeah.
start up the podcast. Please.
Let's get started again, guys.
Be the host we need you to be.
All right, we're fucking back, I think. But we were live, so we never left. I don't know what I missed, but I peed, so I feel good.
Oh, just wait till you edit.
Oh God! So yeah, actually, we're gonna play some Nintendo tunes here. This is seems to be a fan favorite. So if you guys like Nintendo tunes, here it is. If this is your first time listening in, here is what it is all about. Lucas is gonna play songs from 10 games, 11 games. I don't know how many fucking games this guy's got, but he's gonna play games, and we're gonna try and guess those games. And yeah, Lucas, why don't you take it from here since you're hosting tonight?
All right, yeah,
He
basically.
even has one for the fans to listen to.
Yeah, exactly what Eugene said. I have 11 games. I have like 4 songs for each game because we try to make them harder and get easier as we go. And if anybody who's in the chat wants to play, I do have a song for you guys too. I guess if none of you get it, I can let the regulars try
There we
for it
go.
too. But let's listen to music
Probably
and
have
guess.
4 people sitting in the group going ooh 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 ooh, ooh the whole time.
But the first 10 tracks, those are just for you guys. And the theme this time is music that I felt like playing because I was in a rush. I had a long day of work. So.
Yeah, I don't do
You should just
things.
stump Mike
Nobody
because
got time
apparently,
for
like, he texted me at like
Well,
fucking noon. He's like, "I'm gonna stump the shit out of you," and I'm like,
well
"But why though?"
I will say that these are all games that I actually really enjoyed. And they're mostly modern games too. So let's get started.
Oh
okay?
boy, I'll lose.
Can everyone hear okay?
Yes.
Is this a game? Is it starting?
Yeah, can you hear it, Mike?
Yeah, I'm
Actually,
I
just
can
got
hear it.
quiet.
Yeah, maybe turn it up just a bit. I have no idea what
I don't know
game
what
it
it
is,
is.
though.
It sounds very familiar.
Let me know when and I'll go to another track.
Sounds kind of like Rainbow Road, like, but I know it's not.
Yeah, it does.
Yes,
Now you
actually.
mention it.
Let's say I got nothing on this one
Yeah,
so
why
far.
don't you give us another track or a hint
Next.
or something?
All right, let's do it. I'm so happy I get to do this.
It sounds like a damn like racing game, like a Mario Kart or something. But I know
I'm
it's
gonna
not.
say it sounds like a Kirby game.
Oh, and for what it's worth, I didn't actually look up who like any of the producers or directors or anything were this week, so I don't have any
Oh.
hints for you guys.
All you do is you do that on the fly while you're hosting the show. That's what I did last week.
Just keep
Yeah.
Wikipedia open at all times.
I will give you guys a hint though that yeah, it is a racing game.
It's not Super Mario
Is
Kart
it
Super Circuit,
Sonic All Stars?
Okay, everybody said a bunch of things, but I don't think any of you said the thing that was the thing. What was yours, Gentis?
I said Mario Kart Super Circuit.
Yeah, no, it's none of those.
I've got
I said Sonic and
All right.
Sega All Stars Racing.
No, it's definitely not that.
Okay. I've never played it, so it was a shot.
It was a wrong shot, but yeah.
I don't think any of you played this game, and that bums me out. This is one of my
Clearly,
favorite
give us more
games.
music.
Give us this platform at least.
It is N64.
Rose of Death in
It's
the
a
chat
Beetle
says,
Adventure Racing.
Rose of Death in the chat says,
No,
"Home
it's not. It's
Improvement."
not.
You're my new favorite person.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, come on, Justin.
Paperboy Racing.
It is not Paperboy Racing, but that sounds beautiful. Yeah, I only have one more song.
Doesn't sound like we're gonna get it.
I might get it. I'm trying to think.
Think about what I like.
We just heard this.
No, this is a different song.
What did you say? What was your hint? Think about what you what?
Think about what I like.
Sonic?
You all know me. I consider you all my friends.
Ridge Racer, Cruisin', Rush, Hydro Thunder. I don't know.
There's no Monster Hunter Racing
Well,
on there,
that's
is there?
mostly ones I like. So
Okay, I hate you all and I'm super disappointed. It's Snowboard Kids 2.
Oh, fuck.
of course,
That's a racing game?
that's
All
a
of you.
game.
So for some
Yeah, there we
for
go.
some reason I thought you said that it was a recent game, so I was thinking of like stuff that
Yeah.
came out.
I heard
I
recent.
said N60. I said N64.
Bruh.
Yeah,
But
like
in the
12
beginning,
minutes
you said
later.
recent.
I said. Well, no, I said that most of the games.
No,
are
this
gonna
is
be
your
recent
fault.
games.
This is your fault. It doesn't count.
All right,
taking
everybody
it down
gets a
here.
big fat 0 points.
Nope. Doesn't
Going to
count.
another song. Listen up.
Actually, I think everybody gets a point on this one, Lucas, and you get 0. So we're all
Well,
even.
that would be
Yeah.
a Link to the Past.
Yeah, that's
Oh, damn, Justin.
Yeah, he's quick
Wow,
on the draw.
okay. Justin's got a point. How am I going to keep
Ladder.
track? Mike, keep track for me. Eugene, keep track for me. I don't trust Mike. Eugene, you're in charge.
All right. Well,
Okay, well that was quick, and I didn't get to play any of my other music.
Keep score, everyone. This is going to get dirty from Wacko1337.
Okay, I still want to play the Sanctuary music, just because I didn't have
Okay.
a chance.
Well, yeah, we'll just have the chat keep score for us. That's what they're here for, right?
Or somebody could write this crap down.
All right, well, damn.
That requires paper.
Okay.
And attention.
That too. And a pen. Pens are hard to find.
Track 3.
Oh god, I know.
Oh my god.
Is it Mario RPG? No.
Nope.
Oh fuck.
Oh, Paper Mario? No.
Is it?
God damn it.
I'm digging it, though.
I live for Nintendoons, because this is where I get all of you guys cursing for the remixes.
Is this like a Mario and Luigi game?
It's not, and I love that you all think it is.
No,
Is
it's
Mario in it at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay, now you're...
This better not be my Pokemon Ranch.
It is not.
Okay.
But good guess.
Why the
Alright, I'm going to track 2.
do I know this music?
Yes, you do, and I know it too. It's a Yoshi game.
It's not?
I had it more on the first song.
Can you give us a system or a developer or something?
DS.
It's a Pokemon game.
So it could be anything.
Could be anything.
Can you play the first song again?
I'm getting a
my
write-in
God.
from... I have no idea what this is, like, but I know this music from somewhere.
Okay, here's a little bit of the first song again.
It's not Animal Crossing. What the fuck is
No.
It's not. We're going to the third track.
It sounds too happy to be Final Fantasy III.
Is this black and white Pokemon?
Yes!
Oh
Good
my
job.
god! God
What?
damn it!
This is
There we go.
Pokemon Black and White.
Son of
Oh.
a bitch.
No wonder I
The
didn't
first
play
one
that
was
game.
Isserus City, the second one was Black City, and the third one was Lost One.
Oh, okay. Never played that generation.
It was actually one of my favorite gens, but maybe that was because I was in college and like we all played it together.
And again, we disagree on this shit.
All right, track number 4. We've got one for Mike, one for Justin.
Took me too long to get Pokemon on that. Oh my god, this is also a 64 game.
No, it is not.
No? Sounds like it.
Hi, Eugene. How you doing?
What up?
Eugene, didn't I tell you in the chat that you weren't going to get any points this time?
Yeah, you really did.
So, do we get a tiebreaker for last place?
Yeah, I play the Home Improvement soundtrack, and whoever says it first wins.
That could take a while.
No guesses, guys?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Uh-uh.
Wow, I actually went into this wanting to bewilder
Nothing.
you guys, but I'm feeling a little bad.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel
No.
bad. It's getting more and more familiar the more songs you play.
I'm not sure if any of you have played this, but you all know of it.
It sounds almost Splatoonish, but it's I know it's not.
It sounds cartoonish.
It sounds like Sonic Rush.
It's not Sonic Rush.
You're gonna have to give me a hint here.
Okay, it was a GameCube game.
Oh, okay.
Chibi Robo?
Is this like
Nope.
Sonic and or Shadow the Hedgehog or something like that?
It is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Really?
What? Remember how I referenced that in the chat, and I was
Damn
like,
you.
Yes, and
Shadow
you
the
said it was
Hedgehog
dark.
is itchy
That
music.
doesn't sound dark.
I purposefully picked music that wasn't dark. I figured this one would give it away because it's like Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, I would have got it there.
Oh yeah, that's a Sonic song right there.
So everybody but Gentis has a point. I'm proud of you. But I think this is going to be Gentis's big break. I think Gentis
Well,
is
good.
going to get this
This
right
is
off.
normal for me.
So I'm really hoping you pay attention.
Gentis's
Get ready.
Break is the name of my next album.
Gentis, you know this.
Oh God, I know this.
If you
Has
could turn it up
music
just
started?
a bit.
Yes. This is Hyrule Warriors.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
The moment you said it, it came into my head. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, this is that Valley of the Seers, or Sages, or whatever. Seers, Valley of the Seers.
It's actually the Twilight area.
Okay, well, give me the point anyway.
It's Hyrule Warriors anyway.
I feel weird because I feel like my games are either you get it like the first second of the first track or you don't get it at all.
I heard those bells and I'm like, oh my God, I know this. I have this.
It wasn't until the drums kicked in. I'm like, oh, this is a unique sound that I've heard recently.
I mean, you've had to hear the music like 1,000 times per song because they just drone it into you while you're playing all the missions.
Well, that
We
and I
all have a
downloaded
point,
the
so-
soundtrack.
Rosette,
yeah, everybody
Brown,
has
you're
a
still there.
point, so
Here's
Lucas is
a,
best host.
we all have a point. That's your victory jingle.
I'm happy for that, actually. All right. Track 6.
Mike knows it.
Sounds.
Mike thinks he knows every song.
It sounds rare. Is it a rare game?
It is not a rare game.
Is it Wario Land Shake It?
No. Good
Okay.
game, though.
Is it rare in the fact that only you've played it?
No, actually.
I do think I know all the songs, but I don't. But how come I can like sight sing them as the song goes? I can just tune. I just can't name the fucking game with it.
All right, well, I'm happy that I get to play a second song.
I love that little high pitch. GameCube game?
It is a GameCube game.
That's it.
Billy Hatcher?
Pikmin?
No.
I'm literally naming off games that I have never played because I have no
Wait.
familiarity with this music.
Somebody said it. Say your
It's
answer.
Billy Hatcher.
Yes, it is Billy Hatcher. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat again.
Yeah, I just did that too. Thanks, Heather. I'm kidding. Keep commenting.
I heard like Billy Pikmin, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, like after I heard like the high pitch, I'm like, wait a minute, I've played this game.
See, I didn't know if you actually played it all the way through. I kind of thought you gave up on it. So.
I did, but I got the soundtrack.
All right. Well, I'm
All right.
keeping score, so I'm in the lead with 3. I think 1.
No, the score is a pleasant 1, 1, 1, and 2 for Mike.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay, Eugene. We all make mistakes. Here comes track number 7.
Game Boy Advance.
Donkey Kong game?
No. Can you guys hear it? Because I cannot turn it up anymore from voice meter.
I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it.
I can hear
It's
it.
faint.
It's a pretty faint track.
GameCube game? GBA game?
No, not GameCube.
So,
I don't really want to tell you the system because it'll kind of give it away, I think. So just yes.
How about another track then?
You got it.
Electroplankton?
No.
Oh, this is Okami.
Yes!
Fuck yeah!
Wow.
I love this game.
Such a good game.
Alright, I am excited for that pick. I have some Okami music on my phone. It's got some good music in that game.
I feel like I'm a really good Nintendo's host in the sense that everybody's getting points. Maybe that's a really bad host, but like, I don't know. I'm happy that Eugene is on the board.
Twice at that.
I got my first point in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. All right.
I got
no.
1 point.
Hold on a minute. I'm eating food. Hold on a second. Let me swallow.
Um,
Justin, don't eat.
Justin.
I think we found our new remix.
I did not say a word.
And yet it's going
Okay,
in the
I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, here comes track number 8. We're almost through this nightmare.
Okay, desert. So,
Prince of Persia.
Nope.
it's just
Good,
kinda
because I
put this
had
in-
no idea which one it could have been.
I kind of put this in to throw you guys off.
Shantae?
No,
Now I have those soundtracks. I know that one.
definitely threw you guys off. Can I just go to the second track?
Do it.
Sure.
Lost Reavers?
No.
Damn it!
Like, completely opposite in the production value.
I really wanted that to be it just for the shock value.
This isn't like
I actually wanted to
Assassin's
do that.
Creed game or something, is it?
No. I want to say you're in the right ballpark, but you're kind of not.
I want to
It
say
is
you're
a
right,
GameCube
but you're
game.
wrong.
Rusty
say it
Real
is
Deal
a
Baseball.
GameCube
You
game.
said ballpark.
No.
Shit.
It's a GameCube game, though, and it is cross-platform.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
Or
not-
multi-platform,
It's
whatever.
not what I was thinking then.
Alright. How about another track then?
Alright, but I'm afraid none of you got it if you just heard that part.
What the fuck kind of weird
Sonic
What?
Heroes?
is that?
It's not Sonic Heroes.
This game is bipolar.
This was my favorite GameCube game.
Oh man, I remember this too. I forget the name of the fucking game.
It's not like DDR Mario Mix or some bullshit like that, is it?
It's not.
That wouldn't be cross-platform now, would it?
Well, DDR is.
That's a good point.
But I guess you're right. Yeah, no, not the Mario part. I have no fucking clue, Lucas.
Nope.
Alright,
In
I
my
got
head,
one more
I
track.
I
but
can see it, but I can't.
I heard some weird synthesized voices in that one.
Yes, there are synthesized voices in this one.
Can you tell us like what kind of game it is? Like what genre?
It is a first-person shooter.
Is it Time Splitters 2?
Time Splitters 2. No, Time
did you-
Splitters Future Perfect.
Fuck.
It is Time Splitters Future
God
Perfect.
damn it, I forgot
Did
that.
Eugene say that?
I
Or-
said Time Splitters
Okay.
2, but
We both said Time
No.
Splitters 2 at the same time, and then I
Yeah.
remembered
Time
I
Splitters-
have this Time Splitters 2
Yeah,
soundtrack, and that's not
Justin
on it.
got that
Time
one.
Splitters 2 is garbage. Time Splitters Future Perfect is the most beautiful game in the world.
I'm totally
I have
All
Future
of them.
Perfect for Xbox. I've barely played it, but I love the first and second ones.
Yeah, I'm totally
They
willing to
did
give
such a
Justin
good
that.
job. No, yeah, that's Justin's point.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I didn't. I no.
But they did such a good job in this game of
Hold on, I'm choking on some junk food here. Hold on.
But they
That's
took a
not all
really
you're
serious
choking on.
game. There he is. They took a really serious game from Time Splitters 2 and they turned it into this ridiculously silly but still like epic and amazing game in Time
Was it ever
Splitters 3.
serious? I don't think it was ever serious.
Time Splitters 2 was kind of like semi-serious with funny like multiplayer crap. Time Splitters
right.
Future Perfect, the
They
entire
had
story
a
is just
scene with a 70s pastiche spy.
Yes, exactly.
You're right,
Time
Justin.
Splitters was never serious.
Okay. You're right, Justin. That's not the
All
only thing
right.
I'm choking on, but I should be choking on a parsnip because parsnips are a good vegetable. Do you know they're only 100 calories?
Oh god.
What happened?
I don't want to hear
I don't
anything
know.
about calories, Mike.
Is it? Do we just get a sponsorship drop right in the middle of the show or something? I'm really confused.
Well,
They make good fries too.
what the hell is wrong with you? What happened? Did I break you? Can you not tie with two people in Nintendoons? Does that just ruin you?
Let it be known that we're even after all this, Gentis has still found a way to be in last place yet again.
You're welcome.
All right, well, track number 9 is definitely a guinea for Mike, so I just want to count how many seconds he can get it. I pray to God one of you beats him to it.
Pokemon Stadium 2.
Oh my god, Pokemon Stadium.
No.
No, that's Kirby.
No, it's not
Dream
Pokemon.
Land.
It's Kirby.
Nope.
Kirby's Dream Course.
What?
No.
Wait, what did Mike say?
I said
I can't hear
Pokemon
Mike.
Stadium.
No.
Can you hear me now?
Kirby Superstar.
Yeah, I can hear you. Nope.
It's Kirby's 64. I'm
Nope.
trying to say. No?
It's fucking Kirby. We know that.
Air Ride! Kirby Air Ride!
There he is!
Fucking Air Ride! God damn it, I haven't played that like 2 weeks ago, son of a bitch!
Eugene is visibly angry.
I really am!
I can see the eyes on his me icon, like, he's frowning. Boom, bitch!
Why do I see a bunch of Russian guys dancing right now?
City...
See, I hear Jewish.
City Trial.
Yeah.
This is the event in City Trial where you're either going super fast, or all the items are bouncy, or there's some guys.
This is-
shit.
Yeah, the official track name is Item Bounce. So.
Am I gonna get exiled from Infendo Radio for saying that was a shit game, by the way?
Yes. Oh my god, I hate
Yes.
you today. I can't
Welcome to
stand
the
you
radio.
today.
I am the new host. I am Eugene McSturdy. I've taken over. Eugene, the other guy, got kicked off the show because he thinks poorly of everything. That's all good and holy in the world.
I mean, it's not a good game.
It is a good game. What's wrong with you? Why do you hate things
The
that
only
are
good thing
good
about
and
it,
beautiful?
the only thing good that I got out of that was that it was one of the few GameCube games that had like the LAN bullshit, so you can actually tunnel and play with other people online. And I was like one of the only people that wanted to do that. I was scouring forums trying to find people to connect with, and I still didn't even have a good time when I
Are
connected.
you drowning out
Tell
Eugene?
me, Eugene. Tell me, what do you think of puppies and kittens and rainbows? Do you hate those two because they're wonderful? Do you just hate things that are good?
Eugene, what about boobs? Are you okay with those?
No, those are like top 3, bro, for sure.
Does anybody find it odd that it's not Mike
I don't know
and Justin
anybody who
fighting
has
this
three.
week?
Yeah, it's me and Eugene. What the hell is up with that?
I love how
Okay, we're going on to the final.
Okay, can we shut up the Mamushka, please?
I'm not sure if anyone else ever noticed, but we've been drowning out Eugene with the Kirby Air Ride the farther we've gone on.
Right, we're going to track 10, and it's almost over, thank God. Can anyone tie Mike?
Oh, this is a song I played with you in the bedroom last night.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's not give everything away.
Was this on that 2-hour live stream?
What the?
Well, as soon as the
It's
voices
in
came
or
on, we
something?
just dropped a listener, so I don't know if that's telling.
Is this like The Sims or something?
Right, we're going on to track number 2.
It's not Spirit Tracks. I don't know.
Pretty soon we're gonna be down to 6 listeners.
How many listeners do we have right now?
Is this?
7? With several of them being us?
I don't know. I wanted to guess something, but I was too embarrassed to say it.
All right. Probably isn't it then. GameCube.
Alright, I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. Well then,
Wait,
I
did
guess
someone
I'm
get
gonna be
it? Did
wrong.
someone get it already?
No.
It's not like Date
The Katamari Damacy or something?
It's neither of those. But you're in the right ballpark with Katamari Damacy. Same level of, like, weird.
Is it that Cube Animal game on a GameCube where all the animals are square and shit?
No.
I don't even know what that is.
It's not like Doshin the Giant, is it?
I was just about to say that.
No.
I'm glad I didn't say that.
Title theme music.
Thank you for taking the bullet for me, Eugene.
You're very welcome.
Somebody guessed this earlier in the podcast.
Are you fucking kidding?
It wouldn't be Chibi Robo, would it?
It would be Chibi Robo.
Holy shit.
Bitch!
Whatever it is, it's really fucking Japanese.
That is awful.
Oh, Heather White says Carmen Sandiego. She gets a point.
Yep.
So Steve gets a point, so he's up to 2, which means I still have 3, which means I fucking win, so y'all can just get out.
Yeah, Mike, you do win somehow 3-2 to 2-2. So.
Hey, I'm just glad.
Eugene, we don't
have
know who
100
lost.
tiebreakers this time.
And yet, somehow, Steve, since you tied us all, you still took last with me and Justin.
I'm good with that.
So
let me rattle off some accolades real quick. First in 10 tunes ever, I win. First in 10 tunes without
Here
Eugene
we
as the
go.
host, I win.
Humble Mike.
First in 10 tunes with Lucas as a host, I win. First live in 10 tunes, I win.
we're doing in 10 tunes. We're doing it better. I'm winning all the time.
I think someone better
You're
check
gonna
the
get tired
wiki.
of winning.
Yeah.
Do we have a wiki?
I doubt it.
All right.
We should.
So I have one more game.
I didn't even
and
realize that the wacko one was you, Mike, until I went back in the chat.
Yeah, that's my YouTube account from like 2000.
I was going to say, it's the only account name you have that doesn't have Mike and or Poet in the name.
Or Swaggy.
So
This is from, like,
Lucas,
2003 at
Lucas,
least.
I thought you had said that you had a Nintendo song for the listeners to play along with.
Thank you so
So we
much.
don't have any listeners.
Well, I have the song. If one of our 2 remaining listeners wants to listen and guess it, then go ahead. And if nobody gets it by the end, then Mike still wins, I guess.
This
But
could be your moment,
can I
Heather.
play the music?
I was going to say, I think she's
Right.
the only one left. Rose of Death left.
Here we go, Heather. We're all looking at you.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh my
Ooh.
god!
Ooh,
No, nobody can say it.
ooh.
This is Heather's.
Keep in mind, she's probably on the delay.
Ooh,
It's Zelda.
It's Zelda.
ooh, ooh.
It's Breath of the Wild. Damn it.
To the Maori Ghost, Rain's on.
I thought we weren't allowed to do remixes.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Pick me, pick me.
Little did we know that Heather actually walked away from the podcast but left the computer on.
Oh, Niels.
Oh, Neil's still here.
Pick me, pick me.
Niels asks, "Is that a
I don't know. See, I don't know how to answer that because you're both
Heather
kind
got
of
it.
right, but it's not really
It is
the
neither.
right game. Let me play
Okay,
another
Heather
song.
says Mario Brothers, but you need to be way more specific than that.
Ooh, ooh.
What's really funny is one of you guys guessed this earlier in the podcast.
I
Yes,
know, I
and
know.
I know what it is. My hand is in the air.
Heather, just think about what we've all said. You can get this right. Or Neil, someone, please.
Remix Mario. Oh, duh, I know what it is.
Mario gets funky.
You can shut up here. So, for those of you not reading the chat, we have various guesses. Mario Brothers Remix Mario. Mario Gets Funky.
No clue then.
Okay, well, I don't think they know it, and I don't think they're going to know it. So can I just say it, Eugene?
DDR Mario Mix.
Gosh,
Damn it. Justin,
Well, it's been
what the hell
said.
is wrong with you? Yes,
still lose,
it's Dance Dance
Justin.
Revolution Mario Mix.
Justin's
still
like
lose.
the kid who opens up all the presents before Christmas morning is even started. All the presents are already unwrapped. It's like I did it.
And now, listener, you know how it is.
I do appreciate you guys trying, especially you, Heather. I liked your various guesses.
Oh, she just guessed it right now.
Right, we're giving that one to
It
Heather.
doesn't count.
Heather gets a point. Heather gets a point.
Heather's got 2 points now. She's tied with the rest of us except mine.
Wait, how did Heather get 2 points?
She got one for Carmen Sandiego in the chat.
But that wasn't a game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But it was.
Mike gave her
She
an
got it.
official point.
All right, Heather has 2 points.
Actually, hold up. To be fair, she said Mario DDX, so she said Mario Differential Diagnosis. So this is not
Dr.
You know what? I'm the host. Heather gets 4 points. Heather wins Nintendo. First live winner of Nintendo.
10 tunes where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Mike, you tried, but you just couldn't.
hard and got so far. In the end, I fucking for me.
Do we have a prize for our winning listener, just out of curiosity?
I don't
we'll think
have
about
a
that.
prize except for lots of internet hugs and kisses. Kisses all over your face.
If you do a heart emoticon, it actually little heart. So I'm gonna give you a heart.
All right, guys. So that
I have
was fun.
some.
We're gonna get out of Nintendo Tunes now, and we're gonna move into Infendo Change the System. And this is where we're going to talk about the games we've been playing this week. I kind of want to let Lucas take the lead here because he's finally been playing Zelda, so he can finally talk about it, and we can all chime in. So, Lucas, why don't you take us on your magical Switch journey?
Okay. So yeah, let's do this. I got Breath of the Wild when I got my Switch, which I guess was 5-ish days ago, maybe.
You got Breath of the Wild like a month and a half ago,
right?
Well, okay, but I started playing it when I got my Switch, and that very first night I was playing it, I was in like a really bad mood, and I really didn't want to play Zelda because I've been hearing nothing but Zelda for like the last month and a half, and I was like, I'm not going to be a zombie because I hate all these people.
You're too cool for Zelda.
I really like it the first day. Like, I got through the tutorial segment, which is like an off area that you're all gonna say now, or whatever it's called. But I did that, and like, Great Plateau. Thank you, Justin. Through the first 3 or 4 shrines or whatever, tutorial items, I thought the app system was really stupid. As the king, so that wasn't a surprise. And I was like, oh, this game sucks, so I put it away for the night. Then I got into it, and he has to just forget that everybody likes this game, just go into it fresh and have fun with it. And I had fun with it. I started off by going to Death Mountain. I died because I don't have heat resistance and I don't cook. So then I thought, hey, Zoras don't know actually. I died because I learned how to shield surf. And I shield surfed on a shield that was breaking, and the shield broke, and then I ragdolled about 100 feet down Death Mountain. And that was one of my first deaths.
God, I wish we had video of that.
So then, you know,
obviously, we just play the goopy noise real quick.
Oh, God.
Oh, why don't I have that queued up?
Wait up.
Give me a minute.
But, okay, so my mic's doing that. So then I ended up in Zora's Domain because everybody ends up in Zora's Domain apparently because there's Zoras all over the place. And I did that, and I love the Divine Beast. I think the Divine Beasts are amazing, and they make it feel like Zelda. Because that was one of my big complaints when I started. I hated the voice acting, and I hated that it didn't really feel like a Zelda game. Then I get to a Divine Beast, and I'm like, now it feels like a Zelda game. That was me going down Death Mountain. But no, and now actually having a wonderful time. I love almost all the designs. I think it's great that the Gerudos have like their entire like culture mapped out now because they were such minor characters in Ocarina. I hate the Rito. I haven't actually been to Rito Village yet, but the Ritos that I've seen, I'm like, why are they giant like fur?
You've seen one.
For a second, I thought you said you hate Doritos.
No, I've seen like 3 Ritos. I've seen the one from the flashback, who was the champion. I've seen Cat. I've seen the female. Town. Oh, the music in general is amazing. It's so low, and like it makes sense that it's low because it's supposed to be ambient. It's not supposed to. You gotta tune in to hear.
Yes.
Am I? Yeah. Okay. That didn't get anybody anywhere. But yeah, I'm my second Divine Beast. Then my Switch charger died, and now I can't do stuff for a while. But it's fun. I'm having a good time. I spent like a day in the O-Town just like harpooning.
So I was gonna say, in the limited amount of time you've been playing this, you've already done 2 Divine Beasts and restarted the game from scratch stuff.
Well, see, you say limited, but I say like 35 hours probably. We'll find out in a couple days.
Well, I was gonna say, is your goal stuff? Because
no, I think I'm playing it
as much as possible before I finish it.
No, that's my goal too, actually. I just think I'm playing it at a standard pace. I did a bunch of stuff, then I found out about a Divine Beast. I did a Divine Beast. Then I did a bunch of shrines.
Luke has been playing nonstop, actually. I mean, you think it's only been a couple of days, but like every time I'm on my Switch, he's not playing Mario Kart, he's playing Zelda. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I found one of the dragony thingies that I had to like purify. So I did that, and I've done like 30 shrines.
That's an awesome part.
I've done 30 shrines. I've done like 30 Korok seeds. So like I'm progressing at a standard rate, I think. I'm trying to do. I know there's more than 100 shrines. I don't know how many more. I don't really want to know, but I'm trying to get up to about 100 shrines by the time I finish the 4th Divine Beast. I'm not really in a rush to get the Master Sword. I've mostly been boosting up my stamina, but I don't know. I feel like I'm going at it at a pretty standard pace. Like I said, I spent all of yesterday like just sitting around harpooning fish and cooking them and like sailing around on the little raft and like pretending I lived in like the ocean town. And I spent like a half a day just wandering around Gerudo town, like collecting fruit and crap. Like, I just like to go around and like dress up and run around in the town like I'm a native.
Did you say that you
found, spend a lot of time pretending.
Did you say that you found the ocean town already?
Yeah, I stumbled upon it like really early in.
Like that was I beat the game. And I found that town, and I was like, "What the fuck? There's a town that I haven't visited yet." Like, and that's right by. Well, I don't know if you've been to that one island where it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I finally
the one where you get marooned.
Yeah, Eventide. Yeah.
Yeah, you've already done
went there. Well, I haven't done it. Mike, I actually heard Mike kind of talk about it, but I didn't really know what it was because we were Skype chatting one night. But I see it, and I'm like, "That's got to be the island." So I fly over to the island, lose all my equipment. I get killed by a Hinox, and I'd done like 15 minutes worth of stuff, and I had to start over, and I was like, screw this. So I just decided not to even bother with it right now.
Learn how to cook, and that'll basically be the make or break of Eventide Island, I've learned.
Yeah, I do a little bit of the cooking stuff, but like I was telling you guys yesterday, I spent some time cooking with bomb arrows and raw meat, but I don't know. I'm not big on like the combining elements. Like I don't spend a lot of time with that. I spend a lot more time just collecting apples and nuts and stuff, and then when I'm dying, I just shovel all that food into my throat. So.
Oh my god, you play like my 7-year-old.
Hey, that's how I play too.
That's how I do it. Like
I have like 200 apples. When I'm like down to like half my health, I just like
stuff yourself.
Steve and I have been hoarding like durians and Mike and I have been making like special potions to give all sorts of like special effects and all that.
But the cerebral part of the game for me is the part that I love. Like right at the beginning, I come across this gap and I use like the metal thingy, what's it called, magnesis, to make a bridge. And Steve tweets me and he's like, "Oh, I flew over that." Or like the vines, and I'm like, "Oh, my dad thought, hey, burn them," and I burned them, and they burned. And Justin is like, "Hey, I flew over that." I like that part of it. Has everybody done Naburis? Can I talk about that, or will that enter?
I just did it today, so
I've done it.
Okay, I just did it last night. And
I don't to the chat saying "fuck the camel."
Yeah, I don't like the Divine Beast, but I loved the boss fight, and I felt really good when like I realized like 15 minutes into Thunderblight Ganon, hey, I have to pick up this pillar and put it in front of Ganon, and then he'll lightning himself, and like that's how I do that. Like
I never figured that out. I had to wait for the champion to say, "Hey, dumbass, pick up one of those rods and hurl it at him."
Oh, the moment I saw something metal fall in front of me, I knew what to do.
Oh, and when I was fighting, the only other one I've done is Waterblight Ganon. And when I'm fighting him, I like run out of arrows and he's over me. And I told Mike, I just start taking all of my weapons, my like precious weapons I've been saving up. I just start hurling them at his eyeball until he's dead.
Oh god.
That's one way to do it.
I love that though. It's like everybody has their own way of doing things. I had another thing where I was in like this labyrinth and I wanted this really shiny sword, and I just dove into the whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, I saw that on
that.
Twitter, the malice.
Yeah, I just dove into it and I'm like, I'm taking damage, but I got this beautiful sword. And then after I get done, I check Twitter and someone's like, use magnesis to grab that sword. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have an app for that.
And see, there was this shrine that I went to where you have to like swim through freezing cold water, and I found out just the other day.
I just did that one.
Yeah, see.
What? Wait, what is it?
There's a shrine hidden, and there's it within a mountain, and within that mountain you see like a stream coming out of it. And you have to basically like use a bunch of hearts and swim your way over to the other side and get to the shrine. It's basically
you know what? Endurance. I think I know which one you're talking about, and I actually found the exit and swam upstream to the shrine, and it probably saved a lot of time and effort. So I just put on the Zora suit, swam against the current, and
you'd still freeze though. I'm not sure.
Right, but it didn't freeze for nearly as long. I don't even know where the stream started. I just heard the blipping noise for the shrine. Found this thing of water. I'm like, I wonder what's under here. And
the funny thing is, I was trying to find a shrine right next to it, and in the little the gorge next to it. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to find a way to get something to happen up there. And all of a sudden, I turn around, there's a fucking shrine in the water. I'm like, oh, I'll just go to that one while I'm waiting.
I've had one shrine so far.
But like Boris, like I told them, I didn't tell you because you left. I didn't want to spoil for you, but I sequence broke the shit out of Boris like that.
I tried to, but I couldn't figure out where to fly or how.
like remember how
Well, careful, Mike. He hasn't done the.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing about that.
Okay.
Like. Shut up! Shut up!
There's a flying one.
Lucas, remember how you had those like green like shock orbs you had to like put into one spot in the camel to open the room?
Tell me you used the metal treasure chest.
No, I found the other one.
No, I found both of those orbs, but instead of using them for the right thing, instead of like moving all of like the conduits around, I took those orbs. And they contain electricity. So all I have to do is put them to a node and they activate.
That's what I was doing.
So I just dropped one of the orbs by the back rotating thing you had to rotate. And I took my triple bow, loaded up a shock arrow. If you shoot one shock arrow, it doesn't activate. But if you shoot 3 or more, it turns on long enough to activate the effect. So I put one orb down, took my triple bow, shot the other one, activated it, picked up my orb, went to the other side, got all my shit done. And then I got to the point where I needed to actually put the orbs down. And then I found a way to get over the gate and activate the shrine. And then the door just opens because I'm already inside of it. I'm like, fuck awesome. You, game.
Okay, so let's pause our Zelda talk here because I did want to kind of guide the Zelda conversation this week. And it's going to be a little bit different, but let's talk about the stuff we don't entirely like about Zelda. Like I'm sure
and Lucas steps up to bat.
Well, we already know Lucas doesn't like the voice acting.
Yeah, but because obviously this is a great game. I think we gave it a 5 out of 5 on Infendo. I think we can all say that this is probably one of the best games Nintendo has ever put out. At least I can say that. I don't want to speak for everybody, but there are problems. There definitely are problems. Like
there's no such thing as a perfect game, but a game can be perfect for a player.
Sure. And you know what? I was kind of hoping that they were going to address this issue, one of my issues in the DLC, this first DLC pack, but it looks like it's not the case. I find that there's kind of a lack of enemies of they start changing colors and stuff like that, but like after a while you're just seeing moblins and the same old Lionels. Like I'm always seeing white Lionels.
It's
now,
true.
You know, like so it's I don't know, that kind of bugs me a little bit because the Zelda series has like so many enemies that they can
Yo, where are my likes at, man?
Yeah.
They're perfect because like
I know they're my favorite enemy.
You have a replenishable shield stash, so it's perfect for them. Like, oh, they can eat your shield, they can take all your stuff. It wouldn't matter. Just kill them and keep walking. That'd be a great part for them.
Yeah, definitely. You're absolutely right. Like I didn't even think about it that way. Like it just plays right into their mechanics. You know, the like taking your items. I mean, that just makes sense.
Can I throw something else into the dislike pile? Because I have a pretty big gripe that's been bugging me. And I get that this is a game where it's more about like the story that you create as you're playing, but this is probably the worst story I've ever seen so far in a Zelda game. Like it has a story, but it's mostly through, as far as I've experienced, it's mostly through memory fragments. Then you go into a town where there's a divine beast, and there's a little bit of story there, but nothing major. There's very little in terms of like endearing character design for me. I mean, I like characters, but like I don't have a particularly fond memory of them after a while. And the story just seems kind of like it, and it's supposed to, but it's a story that picks up after like all of the exciting stuff has kind of already happened, and you're just picking up the pieces. But I don't really feel like I'm like
a movie that never came out.
Right.
Well, that's the thing, and like when you're playing Wind Waker, it's like the whole story is like, here's this girl Tetra, and what's she all about, and your sister got kidnapped, and you got to go save her, and there's a boat, and like there's characters that you're interacting with at the time that have all this stuff. In this one, it's more of like it's like the Hangover of Zelda video games. I
know. I kind of get what you're saying, because you mentioned Wind Waker, and I always felt the same way about Wind Waker. Like I want to play the section in Hyrule before it gets flooded. Like I want to see what happened before Hyrule gets completely hidden under the sea.
And again, I don't want to say that it's a bad story, because it really is about like the player's own experience. It's about the player's own,
player.
You make the story up as you go. But I just feel like I'm missing something compared to like Skyward Sword. Like that game, say what you want about the gameplay, the story was just, there was so much story in that game. Like everything important goes back to Skyward Sword.
Okay, so I'm willing to agree with you to a point. The one thing that I love about the story in this game is not the story at all. It's just the environmental storytelling. Like you go to a place and
of course.
And you can see that, okay, this was decimated, like some shit happened here, and then you like find a diary maybe, or you just see like some empty cooking pots that got kicked over or something like that. Like you just see stuff around the environment and you kind of tell the story that way to yourself. But I'm completely with you on the actual story, that like the linear story that Nintendo has like crafted. I mean, I like it to a point. Like I actually kind of do like playing in a post-apocalyptic Zelda world. I find that pretty cool. But at the same time, yeah, you're right. There could be more done, and definitely with the voice acting.
I wish that, to kind of combine both of your thoughts there. I also like the kind of just discovering things and wondering what happened. But I wish that more areas were linked to like a memory. Like I don't know if you found it yet, Lucas. I don't know if it's a big spoiler or not, but
I've only found 2 memories. So.
Okay, well, there isn't a memory, but there is an area in the middle of the map that is very reminiscent of a location from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay. I mean, I found decimated Hyrule Castletown, but that's about it.
Okay, well, it's kind of like that. Well, Hyrule Castletown as well. Like, I wish that you could walk up to these areas. All right, I'll just say it. It's Lon Lon Ranch. There's an area that's basically
about that.
There's an area that's the ruins of Lon Lon Ranch, and like you said, there's the ruins of Hyrule Castletown. And I wish that you could wander into those areas and trigger a cutscene that shows you what happened there to turn it into ruins. Yeah. And there really isn't much of that.
You can kind of guess Guardians. Like everything is Guardians in this
game.
If there's something ruined, it's Guardians.
Let's not assume the fact that it's been destroyed. It's been 1,000 years, okay?
Well, no. It's only been 100 years.
It's been 100 years. It's been 100 years since Link in this timeline happened. But Lon Lon Ranch happened in Ocarina of Time. Like, yeah, they've probably upkept it, but like, they might have moved it. It might be a ruin.
Can I piggyback off of that for a second? Because, like, so far from Mike, at least, the theory is that this game takes place, like, 10,000 years after Ocarina of Time. I don't know that I agree with all that.
No, I think it's 10,000 years after Skyward Sword.
Well, the thing, see, I don't know about that either. The thing is, this game jumps all around with that, and I know the timeline thing is overdone. But, like, they mention Twilight, and they mention freaking. They don't mention Wind Waker. They don't mention the Flood. But like the very first scene, she's like, "You've been through. The sword has been through time travel, and it's been through Twilight, and yet there are Koroks, and there's Zoras, but there's also Ritos, and people remember Hylia, but nobody mentions Nairu Dinner for War." This game is all over the place with its story.
Well,
and like that bothers me as somebody who up until now has had like everything makes sense. Like Skyward Sword, everything fit into its perfect little timeline box for me.
I want to stop you. I want to stop you.
It feels like a fan game. It feels like a fan game when I play it. It feels like somebody said, I love Zelda, and I'm going to throw everything from every Zelda into this game and make it a big old mashup of Zelda stuff.
See, and I've been dying to interrupt you through that whole thing because I like the fact that it just disregards the timeline, because to me the timeline was the worst thing to ever happen to Zelda. We all
could not disagree with you more.
You and I are fighting. That 3 timeline bullshit is dumb.
We all know.
No.
All right. Wait, we're talking.
Hang on, let Justin have his piece.
we all know that Nintendo basically recycles the same basic plot line for all of their Zelda games, all their Star Fox games, all their Mario games, etc. And they change it a little bit here and there to complement the gameplay. And I like the fact that Breath of the Wild is like, hey, all this stuff that you remember, yeah, all that stuff happened, but we're not really going to bother with that. We're crafting our own story because this is the story that benefits this gameplay. And it doesn't matter whether that stuff happened or not. We're going to throw you a bone, but Breath of the Wild is Breath of the Wild. And I don't know if it's been officially placed in the timeline. I don't really care where it's placed in the timeline because, frankly, I feel like it just kind of stands alone as its own Zelda game. Like, it's almost like a soft reboot to the franchise.
Yeah, and see, this is where I want to agree with you, Justin, because as far as I've been playing Zelda games, like I didn't really get into the NES game because I was a little too young. But the first one I really got into was Link.
Says the man who always puts NES games in Nintendo's.
Well, but I went back and played it and such. But like when I was playing through the Zelda games as they were coming out, Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, and then you have Ocarina of Time. Like, yeah, you can see vaguely like where they could all maybe be placed in the same universe, but like you weren't worried about, oh, when did this happen? Did this happen before the NES game or after the? I mean, you were just playing them, and it was almost like every Zelda game was its own universe. It was retelling the Zelda universe with that game. And when this time,
can I counterpoint this?
You may, but let me finish this. Counterpoint.
I have to wait for you. You have to wait for Eugene.
As soon as this timeline bullshit came out, I feel like Nintendo was almost like they almost had their hands tied behind their back, like because they had to appease fans because they came out with this timeline. And like Justin said, with Breath of the Wild, they kind of almost threw that all to the side, and I really do appreciate that.
Okay.
Counterpoint. Okay. Since Wind Waker was a game, since before I knew about the timeline stuff, I was curious about how Wind Waker was a game. Because like the whole setup where the hero doesn't show up bugged me. I was like, why didn't he come back? And then all of a sudden, that makes sense. Because you go back and you play Ocarina of Time and Link gets sent away from that timeline. And then suddenly there are 2 timelines. There's a timeline where Link doesn't exist and Wind Waker happens, and there's a timeline where Link does exist and Twilight Princess becomes a thing because of what Ocarina of Time Link does in the past, going back and talking to Zelda.
Okay, and
so you're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
But and you know what?
And ever since that, well, let me.
You're right.
Okay,
I apologize.
Ever since that point,
you just call him
when
Lemmy?
I play, yes, that's my new nickname for you. Ever since that point, when I play a Zelda game, like the timeline matters for me. When I play A Link to the Past, I think, okay, this is the Link picking up the mantle after Ocarina of Time Link died. Like, and that matters to me. I'm playing through the Link's Awakening and Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Season. I'm like, this is cool because this is all the same Link from Link to the Past, going on all these other adventures and crap. Like that stuff for me, as somebody who really likes the timeline and really gets into it, I was thrilled when Nintendo made it an official thing. Because all of a sudden you have these 3 timelines, and for me, it's like every time you start a new Zelda game, you're playing as a Link that's picking up a mantle that another Link left off. I want to know what mantle it is this Link's picking up. I feel like this Link exists so far in the future that like almost nothing matters from any of the other timelines. I'm fine with that, but I want him somewhere on the timeline. I don't want to just say Nintendo got tired of the timeline and threw it away. Like, no, clearly they remember things from past games. It's still canonically in a timeline.
Okay.
So,
Well,
I want to ask, related to that, I want to ask Eugene a question that I want the vaguest answer possible to. and then I want to
I just take out my headphones?
No, it's fine. I was just going to say, if I were to look up where Breath of the Wild fits on the official timeline, would that ruin anything about the game's plot for me?
So as of right now, Nintendo hasn't placed it, and it's basically just fans doing what we're doing right now. So yeah.
Okay. And I also want to mind the whole group that this discussion wasn't actually about the Zelda timeline. It was about things that we wished there were, or things we don't like about Breath of the Wild, because I actually had something to say on this.
And instead I found things I don't like about my co-hosts.
Okay, so let's end it. The only thing I wanted to add was that I completely see where you're coming from, Lucas. Like, I loved when at the end of Link's Awakening, it was a little nod to, oh shit, like it was all a dream, and
different strokes for different folks. You know, we're allowed to not like each other's. We're allowed to not like each other's opinions, but, by the same token, respect the fact that some of us like the timeline, some of us don't. So Breath of the Wild is more of a non-timeline game than it is a timeline.
For me, the timeline didn't matter until the timeline was officially out there, and now it matters, and they can't just throw that away.
Sure. And I wish that they would have come up with the timeline, because like what I was doing was like just placing it in my own head, or like just having fans do it themselves, or like I'm
with Eugene on that.
There was a lot of
I want to make a fan who came up with this fucking timeline and punch him in the dick, because if you started so much shit.
Okay, well,
so,
can I just say the thing that I don't like about the game?
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that you can't buy weapons. Like, I get there's the deterioration of weapons. You pick them up, you use them, they break, you find another one. But I would like to walk into a store and buy, a rudimentary sword or rudimentary shield, or pay lots of money to have a sword or shield or bow upgraded, or increase its durability, or increases, like, it just... I hate the disposability of the weapons. I don't mind the fact that they deteriorate. I don't even care that, like, the Hylian shield and whatever will eventually deteriorate and break, but I want to feel like this sword that I just picked up that has, like 67 damage, that I can do something with that to make it feel like it's worthwhile to actually use it.
Yeah.
Or what about being able to craft weapons? Sorry, what about being able to craft weapons? I'd even be okay with something like that.
This isn't Monster Hunter.
What?
So this isn't Monster Hunter.
Well, and I just want to say that I actually, for once, I agree with you on that, Justin. Like, when you get the champions weapons for the first time. Yeah, I know, it's scary, isn't it? When you get the champions weapons, like, immediately I got Mipha's trident, and I was like, oh, cool, maybe this will be like a permanent weapon. I wish there were more permanent weapons in the game.
I think I broke mine fighting a Lionel or something like that.
I was really annoyed that day, and I literally threw mine away. But see, that's the thing. Like, there should be some more weapons in the game that are permanent. I don't care if you can't get most of the weapons permanently, but I'd like it if there was more than... I assume the Master Sword can't break. I assume that's a thing.
Yeah, it can't break, it'll run out of power, and then you gotta wait, like 10 minutes for it to recharge?
Yeah.
Like that.
But I'd like it if there was more than, like, one weapon in the game. Like the DLC stuff. I got Link's classic sword, and I got the...
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I want to say that, because I don't know if everybody has the Ocarina of Time amiibo. But I got cool weapons, and they're going to break. So, I never want to use them.
Right.
Wait, text it to me, because I want to know what you're talking about. Do you...
Okay, yeah, I'll text you.
Well, then why don't we let Mike and Steve chime in here, since you guys have been kind of relatively silent on this topic. Like, do you guys have any negatives about Breath of the Wild that you guys want to chime in on?
Steve, you go.
My biggest thing with Zelda is it's not pulling me back to it right now. Like, I took a little break when I first got Monster Hunter to play with, Mike and Lucas. And then I took another little break. Sorry, I got distracted by the group me. I took another little break now that I've gotten Mario Kart. I was almost to the point of beating the game, but I just have not gotten back to it because there's not really much drawing me to it right now except for the final fight. And I know the DLC's coming and whatnot, but it's kind of like what you guys were talking about earlier. For me, it's a lack of story. I wish there was more story to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like story-oriented games that really draw you forward to them more than games that just kind of let you go forward and make your own story like that. And so for me, it would be nice to have a little more story. And I know we're getting some in the winter DLC pack, but for all we, it might be a mission. It might be 10 more hours of story. We don't really know. And I'm hoping that it is a lot more story.
One thing that me and Mike were kind of talking about was, at least I thought so, I'd like to actually go back and play like 100 years ago. It'd be kind of cool to see all the villages like intact, and get to experience it the first time.
Yeah, again, I'd like to see Hyrule Castle Town and Lon Lon Ranch and all these places before they were destroyed.
Like almost like a Dark World type of thing, like what Link to the Past did, or even Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
or even not even so much like a Dark World thing, even just like a flashback sequence, like they did, or like they do in Spectre of Torment, where you get to play in the past and the present.
You just had to bring up Shovel Knight.
Yeah, but imagine But guys, imagine what getting to go back in time would do to the Zelda timeline.
Oh, jeez.
Christ.
That's why you do it as a flashback and not a time travel.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry about the timeline.
I was just teasing, guys.
I know, but that's funny. You completely sidetracked us. Mike, what about
do you have
Mike?
Any complaints?
Besides everything you said, I agree with everything everyone said, even the bullshit argument you guys had.
Because, Mike, you have never gotten involved in bullshit arguments.
No, everything I've been with you about is serious.
And he's choking.
God damn it.
Always with the cookies.
One of these times he's going to legit choke, and we're going to laugh at him, and he's going to die on air.
God.
I hope we have video.
We'll keep laughing.
Only us and his girlfriend listening.
Yeah. God.
I hope it's a week when we have video. But
I'll make it into a good point.
Oh, look at him! He's changing color.
Oh God! Oh hey, it's Mike's shiny spray. I found a wild shiny Mike. How about that? He's blue.
Oh my God!
The podcast title.
Oh God damn! But no, for me, what gets me most about this game, that pisses me off the most, aside from everything you guys said, is the fact that the freedom gets me too. Because like I've said before in many podcasts, I am creative to a fault. Where if I have no structure. And this game has like a story and things you can do, but it doesn't necessarily always lead you somewhere if you don't want it to. So this game has no hard, solid structure. So I can do whatever I want, and all that creative freedom lets me go in 20,000 different directions at once in my head, and I can't focus on one idea of what I want to do. That's why I was glad the other night when I was playing with Lucas and he was doing stuff. I'm like, okay, well he's in the desert. I'll go to the desert too, not to help him, but just to see what I can find, and dick around and see what's going on. Because he found a shrine that I didn't at first. And Eugene, that was the Ice House quest. I never did that one.
Oh,
that doesn't sound familiar.
See,
I have done that.
When you first got to the desert, you were talking about the Ice House. I was like, nah, bro, you gotta do the quest.
I kept waiting for it to activate on its own. I thought it was going to happen in the village when I was doing the thing for the one item there that you get. But I'm like, where the fuck? And I finally did it, and then I'm walking around. I found 2 more shrines. I'm like, oh, okay. That bothered me, the creative freedom. But also, I feel like what I would really want the most if they could remake Breath of the Wild. I want someone to stop breathing so heavy on a microphone right now. That would be great. If whoever's like deep breathing over there could just pull back.
It's probably me. You can't hear it on my microphone, but you can probably hear it because of my earpiece. Yeah. Sorry.
But hold on a minute.
Just out of curiosity, are we all using the new Snowball mics?
We are.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, my Snowball's recording, but I'm using a headset to do the actual chat because my computer's up.
Now that my dad made his podcast appearance, say goodnight to me. Let's see. What was I saying?
Creative freedom.
Yeah,
creative freedom, and I want all these memories, and yeah, I want them to like have something to them, but like the memories, having Link sit there and go, "Whoa, what happened?" and like sit there for like a 2-minute cutscene of Zelda with a fake accent, and like Falco sitting in the back, like, personally, I prefer the air. Can't touch my prey.
God.
Like I just want them to do some kind of interactivity to that. Like, okay, you walk up to the coronation of Link being a royal knight and stuff. Walk up to all this.
That would be really cool. Yeah, like you're actually playing the cutscene.
Yeah, like
kind of like like the Harry Potter pensive thing where you just kind of drop into a scene and you're witnessing it from a third person view.
I don't like Harry Potter, so sure. But like in Pokemon Black 2 and White, like in Black 2 and White 2, when you can do the memory link thing, like you had the cutscenes you could find. You actually walk around them, and I think I don't remember,
right?
But
same thing.
I get stuff like that, and all the shrines too. Like I know Lucas hates this too. So the shrines feel like they're there's a lot of them, but yeah, there's not. I think there's not enough, and they're super short. Like I find places like, oh, a shrine would be cool here,
right?
But there's just not a lot of them that have like a deep, difficult or like thought-provoking manner to them.
Yeah,
right. They usually just quick little 5-minute. Oh, I get it now, and then you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you done that princess shrine one or whatever in the Gerudo Desert? Because that one was fucking awesome.
I don't think so.
I haven't done it yet.
Maybe I'm describing it right, but there's like the circle of statues.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
7 warriors, just not 7 heroines.
Yes, there we go.
Yes. Oh my God, that was
incredible.
That was one of the best puzzles in any Zelda game ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas hasn't done that.
It wasn't that hard though, but after I figured it out, I'm like, oh,
right. But
cool.
like you spend like 15 minutes staring at these things, like, what the hell do I do?
Yeah, and then it just clicks. It just fucking clicks, and then at that moment, it's great.
I know that we want to probably get off this topic because we could talk about this for hours, but like going off of one last thing that Mike had said, like right off the bat when I started doing the shrines, I was thinking, how great would it be, for me at least, if instead of like 100 little mini one puzzle dungeons, they just gave us like more actual dungeon stuff. Like I like my dungeons in Zelda, so I was super excited when I got to do the Divine Beast. I was like, "There's dungeons, there's real dungeons!" But like, I would love like 8 dungeons instead of 4. I'd like a little more heavy traditional Zelda content. I'm kind of hoping that the next time they do a game like this, they throw in a little more traditional stuff mixed in with the Breath of the Wild gameplay.
Yeah.
And they don't gotta be more Divine Beast either. They can just be like a dungeon lying around, like
just like a super shrine.
Or like the ruins of the water
on the Great Plateau, for example. Like there's this part where you can ride the raft. It was in the E3 demo too. You can ride that raft and there's a big waterfall to your left and stuff.
Sure.
If there's a dungeon in there, you can get some cool shit out of it instead of like there's not even a shrine back there. If you can just do something in there, that'd be cool instead of getting your fucking rupees or fire arrows wherever they were.
Yeah, or like the Forgotten Temple, if that was actually a dungeon, like a full-blown dungeon.
Right. Yeah, or anything really. Like I've seen so many ruined places, like in pieces. I'm like, gee, if only they could have a stairway underneath them to go to a dungeon, or like there's so many wells in this game.
The stairway underground would be the perfect homage to the original Legend of Zelda too.
Oh yeah,
yes,
that's right.
Yeah.
Like and so many there's so many wells in this game. I'm like, oh, maybe one of them will fall into, and I'll be like in the well in Kakariko Village where I can find Dompe the Gravedigger. Nope. Oh, here's a rock. Oh, I hope you know how to magnete it into a fucking well, because you're gonna get a Korok for that.
That's the thing. Everything that you discover in this game is Koroks or shrines.
Yeah.
Like the surprise after a few days, it's like you stop thinking, oh, I'm gonna find something really cool, and you're like, oh, there's a Korok, there's a shrine.
you're right. We kind of do need to close out of this Zelda talk, but I like, to your point, I just want to say that, yeah, I'm to a point now in this game where I'm almost out of shrines to find, but all the puzzles that I'm finding, the environmental puzzles, are all just giving me Korok seeds. And
Right.
yeah, that's
and
fine.
It's mostly the same, like 5 or so puzzles.
And
like every once in a while, you'll get one that you're like, "Oh, hey, that was kind of cool. I'd never done one of those before," but they're
then you'll
rare.
start seeing those all over the environment, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think let's close out of Zelda. We could talk about it for days and days, and I'm sure we will now that Lucas has a game.
So Lucas, what else have you been playing, Lucas?
Oh, my only other
Switch,
complaint:
so
there's
Bomberman
no
and Mario.
graveyard in Hyrule.
Good point.
There has always been there's always been graveyards in Hyrule. There isn't this time.
And everybody
Can we
died,
cut that
so
right
you
there,
think
then?
there would be a place where they had to bury the bodies.
Can we cut that and go back to Lucas now?
No. All right, go ahead.
But like I said, I have a Switch, so basically just Mario Kart and Bomberman like the rest of the world. I haven't really been doing much else.
Fair enough. Well, all right. Well, then, who else has got some games that they want to play? Talk about not Zelda. I guess we can kind of, you guys can all kind of chime in on Mario Kart for a little bit because I still haven't gotten my game yet.
Let me hop in first. Cause I got a Switch too, and I want to share my accolades.
Okay.
But I got that Switch, and I'm playing Zelda right now, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Oh, I want to say real quick, one not Zelda discussion, but I was playing Zelda while we were doing Nintendo Tunes, and I'm in this a mountain, and I found a frozen Lizalfos. But it was glitched. You know how when you do a model, you have an initial the T pose and stuff. Mm-hmm. It was in the fucking T pose and sitting there. I'm in the air. I'm
my God.
Taking a picture of that. Did you take a picture?
I did. It's on Miiverse if you go look.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to do Miiverse with you.
Yeah, fuck you. But yeah, I've been playing Bomberman. I love the story to it. It's like a little anime shit.
It's so cute.
It's harder than the Bombermans I'm used to. I'm used to Bomberman 93, 94 and TurboGrafx. Where it's more kid friendly. Make that shit not too difficult. So poking me in the ass a little bit, and I'm not happy with it.
That's the first.
There's not a lot of loot around.
I think you thought I was exaggerating when I told you start off in easy mode, but no, it's hell to try to play this game in normal mode right off.
The thing is, I did easy mode. The first time I did easy mode, the camera was default, and the default camera in story mode fucking sucked, man. You can't see a damn thing.
Yeah.
So I had to change that, and then I've been playing Mario Kart, and I love Mario Kart. I'm doing the review, actually typing it up as we talk. Quick idea into what the review's gonna be like. It's like Mario Kart 8, but better. So it's really good. There you go. Mario Kart 8 was great. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is better. Haha. There you go.
Oh, I want to complain
4
about
out of
Mario
5.
Kart when you're ready.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't played Pokemon Go.
What's that?
I ran out of data last month for my phone, and I stopped playing Pokemon Go, and shit kills data. My 1% data I had, and I haven't played since I've got my new data plan for the month. I'm I don't even care. I'm over Pokemon Go right now. We can now tag Pokemon Go in the podcast notes and get all our viewers back. That was that for. You're welcome. What was I gonna say? What else have I been playing? Oh, I played one through Switch the other day. I got it with my Wii U, my Switch. Played it with my dad. My dad got bored really quick. A quick draw. He sat down and gave up on it. But with my one buddy came over. He was listening to the podcast earlier. He had to go to bed, but we were playing one through Switch and we had fun with that. My girlfriend and I played it last night, and I purposely didn't show you the video I got of her last night so she doesn't kill me. But we having a lot of fun. Actually, doing quick draw. I keep losing. I don't know why. Even though I shoot first, I lose. Dance off is boring. All you just wiggle the Joy-Con. Milking is weird.
Anyone
I
gonna
will
touch
refrain
that?
from commenting.
Yeah, if you want to live, I would keep quiet. But call it an eating contest, and oh my god,
that one is so hilarious.
That one looks hilarious.
Great. I think
Mike, I want video of you playing this game.
Oh, my girlfriend has it. I'll have my girlfriend I'll get on her phone one day. I'll download GroupMe and I'll just get on my account and post it on there.
Is that
you
the
really
video?
want her to have
Is it
GroupMe?
eating contest?
Yeah, I have a video of my girlfriend playing eating contest. And she's
Oh,
like,
now I understand. Now I get it.
And then she was one of me doing it, and I was in, and her dad did it, and like, it was funny. Her dad's just like, her dad and her mom are like, okay, just hold it in front of you and just keep chewing. They progressively pull the Joy-Con closer to their mouth. They lose a connection. They're trying to eat my damn Joy-Con. I'm like, get it out of your mouth.
Did they lick the Joy-Con?
No, they got close to them, and her dad got it last. So I'm like, okay, girlfriend's dad, don't chew on it. Don't put it to your mouth. Just hold it 2 inches away. He's like full on like Pac-Man. And he's at the point he's like 10 eating things in. He's like in his mouth. I'm like, dude, get it out. There's a camera in there, man. Get it out.
Put the wrist strap on for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the sword fighting one, she had a blast at that because I guess she had some pent up aggression or something. She was swinging the shit out of that Joy-Con trying to kill me. But that's fun.
Which one were your favorite 1-2 Switch games? We found ourselves like kind of going back to the same like 5 or 6.
Well, she couldn't do baseball. She didn't know how to play baseball, and that was kind of hard to play. I think my favorites are Simplicity, the sword fighting. Gorilla's fun.
I like that one. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like Beach Flag or whatever, but you like just run. And
yeah, Beach Flag. I like that one. Yeah,
that one's
good.
pretty cool. So yeah, 1-2 Switch is fun. I haven't played it all that much since I busted out the Wii the initial weekend. We haven't really gone back to that much. It's mostly Puyo Puyo Tetris and all that kind of stuff for us.
Yeah, I played the demo for Puyo Puyo, but I'm not going to buy it anytime soon. It's not worth my time yet. But I'm still got a Tetris. I have you can have a handicap in a demo. I have my handicap on full on like fuck you mode, Mike. You're not going to get a chance to play. It's on. Oh, it's okay. You can go real and easy. No handicap at all. And I'm just like Tetris, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that's funny.
And yeah, that's how I play Tetris, and it's not that hard. I'm not getting the game for a while. It's not enough for me. Mario Kart's fun.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
okay, Steve, it's your time to shine, buddy. Mario Kart's fun when it works.
When it works, yeah. Mario Kart's one of the games that I've been looking forward to. It was one of the 4 or 5 games I decided I was buying for the Switch when it came out. Just because I knew that my wife and I had played the shit out of that game, and we played the shit out of the Wii U version. So I was all excited. I'm like, all right, well now I have friends that are actually online. So now I can actually play online with people I know. This will be fun. Yeah, not so much. Because if you're playing worldwide and the room is full, you can't join. If you're in the middle of a race, you can't join.
Well, you can. Sometimes I have spectated a few times. It tends to be it's like, you can't accept any more people in this room. Please try again later.
And it's not just me either. I think it was either you or Lucas that finally told me switch from worldwide to regional, and then
I think it was both of us.
And then you might stand a chance of connecting.
It seems to be a little bit easier.
Well, then I get a phone call from Holly. She's like, "Have you been playing Mario Kart Online?" I'm like, "Yes." She's like, "How do you do it?" I'm like, "Well, switch to regional and pray that they'll just keep hitting connect until they eventually connect." But yeah, when it works, it is awesome.
And let me just add real quick. We're not saying that you can't play online at all. You can play online, but trying to join friends is like trying to crack a hard-boiled egg. It's not as easy as you would think it'd be.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just it. The online works great. There's very minimal connection errors. Very little lag. People don't have the system hacked yet, so nobody's really cheating yet. That has been noticed.
It'll get fixed eventually.
Yeah, and at least when it does get hacked, they can fix it. But yeah, so aside from that, I have been really enjoying Mario Kart. That game, if you don't have it, you need to, and if you already had it on Wii U, get it anyway. It's worth double dipping on, just for the extra content alone.
Yes.
You just want more friends to play with.
That too.
There's also a glitch on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you have more than 100 friends on your Switch, which I don't know how the fuck you can do that. But,
we're not over it. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
If you have more than 100 friends on your Switch, you cannot make a private friend lobby because it'll act like you have no friends. It might be a leftover thing from the Wii U version because you can't have more than 100 friends on the Wii U. So it might just take it as you don't have any friends, so it won't make a lobby.
That's interesting.
So in other words, cap out at 99 friends.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I know that's a problem for the
I've got 99 friends and you ain't one.
Well, we certainly don't have 99 live listeners.
Yeah.
No.
No. Well, cool. What else have you been playing, Steve, besides Mario Kart, or is that pretty much taken the bulk of your time this week?
That's taken the bulk of my time this week. I keep saying I'm going to finish Zelda, and then I end up playing Mario Kart instead because it's easier to pick up, play a round or two, and put down, or at least that's what I say I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Lucas will attest to, I'll just do one more race. Oh, hey, there's Rainbow Road. Okay, I'm done. Oh, shit, I got second. That's bullshit. I'm playing again.
There was one night you're like, oh, I'm going to do one more. So I popped in, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm here.
Yep.
Steve's really easy to enable.
Yeah.
Exam, which is important, and you're like saying, "Oh, he's so well managed right now. I'm proud of him." All of a sudden, I pop on. Lucas is like, "What are you doing here?" Also, Steve is leaving. All of a sudden, I'm here, and you're right here for like 10 more races, and I'm like, "Yeah, he's leaving."
Yeah. So at midnight my time, I was leaving, and I think I got to bed at 1:30 that night. It's all your fault, Mike.
You're welcome.
That's funny. Well, cool. Well, then I guess that means I'm last. Aside from Zelda, I actually didn't play any VR this week, so I'll spare you guys the VR minute.
And Justin's not allowed.
And Justin.
Yeah, what about Justin?
Just because he doesn't have a Switch doesn't mean he's not part of the group.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot.
He's less than a person.
Well, I'll go here because I didn't have all that much to contribute, and then I'll let you take anchor here, Justin, because really all that I've been playing this week was Zelda and Puyo Puyo Tetris. But I've been playing a lot of Puyo Puyo Tetris. We went, so my girlfriend and I, we went on vacation over the weekend, weekend getaway to Durango, which is like a 3-hour drive for us. And that was really nice, but we didn't really take a whole lot with us except for the Switch and the charger. And that got a lot of use. So we ended up doing a lot of tabletop mode Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I actually brought my Pro controller, and she uses the 2 Wii remotes in the grip, because that's the only way to play
Joy-Cons.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons in the grip. And that's honestly the only way to play Tetris, to use the separated buttons on the D-pad for the left Joy-Con. That is the ultimate way. Pro tip, by the way. But yeah, anyways, we're always fighting over that controller, and she's always beating me. But it's just so fantastic because I can just pull out the Switch while we're sitting in the car, just sitting in the parking lot, hanging out in our hotel room, put it on the dashboard, and instant Tetris, and yeah, we
got sitting in the car in a hotel, and he whipped it out.
Well, we totally got a lot of game time in that, and the one mode that I actually wanted to highlight is, because we actually found quite a bit of enjoyment of it, is the Big Bang mode. And that mode, we mainly played
He's just right himself
we mainly played the Tetris version of it, so I'm not exactly sure how it would work when you're playing the Puyo Puyo Tetris mode. But basically how it is it's like a line clear mode, like that you have, say, all the T block, and there's a certain amount of lines that are only going to be cleared out with the T block, and so that gives you 5 T blocks in a row, and if you can clear it out with 5 T blocks, then you clear the stage. If it takes you 6, then you fail and you have to try it over again. So there's a lot of different, that Big Bang mode has been a favorite amongst us, because it's really just a speed attack. You get this T block, and you're like, okay, I have to rotate it in this mode and push up real quick, and then I have to rotate it in this place and push up real quick. And yeah, I know you said, Mike, earlier that Puyo Puyo Tetris is not worth the money, but for us it has been. I can't recommend it for everybody. If you're not going to play with somebody sitting right next to them, couch co-op, I think that's the best way to do it. If you don't have that in your life, maybe pass and just download the demo, because there's a lot in the demo to love as well. But if you have somebody to play with, this is the ultimate game. It's really fucking good. And
well, let me make an addendum to what I said then. I know I had fun with it, and it's worth getting, but the thing is, all the other games I want right now, people I can couch co-op with are gonna play those a lot more often. Snipper Clips, I'll probably get that before Puyo Puyo.
Sure.
Things like that. I'll get some Tetris maybe eventually, if more than just you and
Steve.
But it's gonna need to be a while for me to get that.
Yeah, I completely feel you there. Like, this is the type of game that screams pick it up when it drops to $20 on a sale, you know? Like, I imagine that's going to come sooner or later. But it's definitely not one to be missed. Even the demo, if you haven't gotten that, get it. It's pretty fully featured. It's pretty great. Like,
it's free.
It's free, yeah. And pro tip, actually, download the Japanese version because you can actually play. So the American version, you can only play one round of Tetris, and then it kicks you out to the splash screen, and then it makes you start all over or whatever. So, in the Japanese version, you can actually set it so then you can play a round of best of 3, and it saves you a little bit.
Why would that be a change?
I have no idea. I don't know why it is that way, but it is. So pro tip, download the Japanese version and you won't get kicked out to the splash screen as much. So
it just
Japanese gamers really like their best of 3 competitions.
Yeah, it just seems like that's the type of game where they would just translate the menus and ship it. Why would they change anything?
Exactly.
Well, that's only in the demo, and which is even stranger. So I have no fucking idea. And you know what? Even in the Japanese demo, you can actually play best of 5. It even lets you set it up to that. So it's really strange that they would change that. Honestly, I do know why they would change it actually, because people were probably only downloading the Japanese demo and not downloading the Japanese game when it came out in the eShop. So they probably tweaked it a little bit when it came to the American eShop, and this is the result. That would be my guess.
But again, that feels like something they could just fix with a patch to the demo. Like, demos can get patched.
Right.
Yeah, they can.
And then just silence as Lucas blows the roof off the entire group.
Okay, but that's really all I've been playing. I'm going to turn it over to Justin because I forgot about him and I apologize.
I've been playing Zelda, and not a whole lot of it.
Oh, well.
Womp.
I've also played some Dr. Mario. But yeah, I mean, I just did my 3rd Divine Beast. I'm probably over 150 hours in because, like Mike was saying before, I will head off on a mission, get sidetracked, then get sidetracked from what sidetracked me, and 3 hours later be nowhere near whatever it was I was going to do originally, and have to shut the game off and say, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow," and then lather, rinse, repeat. Yeah, so I didn't play any Zelda over the weekend, didn't play much Zelda until today, so yeah, pretty much just Zelda and not much of it.
Can I just say real quick, and I know we keep doing Zelda, and I'm sorry, but it's new for me, so I don't know, I want to say stuff.
No, that's
Go for it.
I have the entire opposite experience from you and Mike. I don't get sidetracked, I get one-tracked. Like, I get to a new town and there's a new Divine Beast mission to do, and like I shut off everything else I'm supposed to be doing. I forget about shrines, I forget about everything, and I'm like, I have to save.
Which is funny.
Like, that's my mission.
It's like because you're like, I'm not gonna do a story. I'm gonna, I don't
Well,
want to.
yeah, but that's my problem, and I think maybe part of that is me craving the story that like I was complaining about earlier. Like I want to do it when I do it. It's like with Gerudo Valley, I had to forcibly remove myself from the area and be like, it'll be here later. Get caught up on your shrines, and then you can get back to it.
And see,
all I want to do is just drive right up to Ganon.
And see,
I'm the complete opposite.
that brings me back to what I've been saying all along, what we've all been saying all along, what we said in our review is that this is really the beauty of the game. Like, I went to fucking the desert first and did that beast.
That sounds really bad for you. That's sand.
But before that, I went and unlocked all the towers. Whereas Justin went and decided he wanted to do exploring first and doing all of a bunch of side quests and stuff like that. And like we all kind of had our own path. But it's led us to. I mean, eventually it'll all lead us to the same conclusion, and I think that's just great that Nintendo was able to do that.
I don't know if we talked about this on the show, but remember when Mike hadn't found the Korok who first starts you off on the inventory expansion?
Oh, yeah.
And we were like 2 weeks into the game, and like, have you really been playing this game with only 3 slots?
That's right.
I didn't. I didn't find him for like 40
Mike,
hours.
you like scaled mountains to get to Kakariko, right?
Yeah, like I was watching The Walking Dead with my buddy. I had it on the gamepad. I was playing. I'm just climbing mountains while I'm during commercials. I'm like, oh, hey, a town. We fly into it. Oh, it's Kakariko. Okay, that's important. And then, like, I didn't even occur to me that there's an actual walking path. And I'm like, where the fuck is this damn Korok you're talking about?
So yeah, I mean, it's really like everybody. As much as we're all playing the same game, and I mean, we're all kind of roughly in the same area. I mean, you guys have beaten it. I mean, I'm not close to beating it, but I'm close to beating it because
I feel like I'm a lot closer to you than I should be, Justin.
Yes,
like I feel like you probably spend a lot of time running around just like having fun because like they've all finished. You just did your third Divine Beast. I just did number 2.
Yet. I still got to storm the castle.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I've done that a couple of times. I actually got as far as the Sanctum, and I'm like, I'm gonna turn back now.
I made it to like destroyed Hyrule Castletown because I wanted to get that first memory, like where it's like right in front of the castle. And I'm running around, and I'm texting Mike, and I'm like, oh god, a Guardian! I made it. There's a second Guardian. There's number 3. And number 4 killed me.
Now I've gotten to the point where I see Guardians and I'm like, ooh, fun.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Is he going to hit me before I kill him is what I'm thinking.
It's like, here, well, hang on. Let me whip out my shield and blast that beam back at you.
Show offs.
Okay,
You'll get there.
Besides Zelda, then, Justin, do you have anything else? Because I feel like we were going to talk about Zelda for another 45 minutes if we.
Yeah, and I kind of don't want to do that.
Well, we finally have all 5 of us playing it, so it's kind of hard to stop us. No, I mean the only things I can think of are Zelda and Dr. Mario. My kids discovered Dr. Mario earlier this week, and they wanted to play it, so of course it made me want to play it. So
Which one?
They've been playing Dr. Luigi on the Wii U, but in classic mode.
Good.
And I've been playing Dr. Mario Miracle Cure on the 3DS.
I love the touch version of that game where you hold your 3DS sideways. That is my favorite.
I don't. I like Miracle Cure. I like the little bonus things you get for doing trick shots.
Right.
Hey Justin, if you want to know true pain, Justin, fucking get on Dr. Luigi and fucking play me online. I'll mount the shit out of you.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure Lucas somehow. Oh, Lucas only one kitty was on a lower rating than I was.
You just love that story.
I'm good at Dr. Mario, but
Mike, is there a
I do love that.
I'm not like Japanese good at Dr. Mario.
Okay,
I'm
guys,
not good at Puyo Puyo.
Let's.
Let's go.
Let's end the show here. We're about to the end here, but before we end, I do want to say a special thank you to everybody who joined in on the chat. I was being super pessimistic earlier today. I was like, "There's not gonna be a single fucking person on the chat. There's not gonna be anybody listening." But
yeah, and y'all are all fighting me like, "Oh, come on, Mike, it's real here." I'm like, "No, fuck you."
Heather says Zelda invades Infendo. I thought that said makes Infendo. My bad.
Hey, can I just point out the fact that Nintendo fans 10039 said I'll be back in an hour and never came back.
Well, maybe he's back.
Well, maybe he came back, but he just didn't comment.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thank you for even like showing up. Thank you for even showing up in like the live Infendo podcast at all, because it's kind of cool that like our first live podcast we actually have listeners. I think I at least temporarily even co-opted one of my friends into listening when I sent her a link. So, right. Hi Emily, if you're listening, hi.
Right, so special thank you to Heather and to Neil and to Rose of Death, all of you guys that joined in on the chat. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, but yeah, if you are not in the live chat, what the hell are you doing? Next week we're going to be doing it live, so you better be here with us.
Next week we might know what we're doing.
Check our Twitters. We've all been sharing it, so if you don't know where to find it, check our Twitters. Go to YouTube and search for Infendo Radio. Subscribe to that.
Yep, and you know what? We're gonna continue to do it at the same time. Hopefully, we usually jump on around 6:30 my time, the only time that matters. And
all right.
So is that Infendo standard time now?
We could have got on earlier if Justin would have got his damn fucking coffee.
No, it wasn't my coffee. It was my computer that was holding everything up.
That too.
But yeah,
well, if you'd got your
jump
coffee
on
faster, you
around
could have got on the computer faster.
Mountain, 8:30 Eastern, and start setting up. So yeah, jump on around then, bullshit with us for a little bit, say hi. Even if you enjoy the produced show like Rose of Death does, we'd appreciate to see you guys in the comment section. Regardless, that's just great to see you guys. We'd love to have it. So thank you. With that said,
I highly recommend getting into the live chat and then listening to the podcast later in the week, because when you're chatting, you tend to miss a lot. I used to participate in a live radio show years ago, and I'd get to the end of the show, I'm like, what the hell did they even talk about?
Right. Okay, well, with that said, we're going to close off the show here. And yeah, just make sure that to follow us all on Twitter. We'd love to see you guys there. You can find me on Twitter at Infendo, and my personal Twitter at Infendo Eugene. Of course, you can follow everything that Infendo is doing at infendo.com or www.infendo.com. Jesus Christ. And,
Not Infendo.com.
And yeah, now you have this Infendo Radio YouTube to subscribe to, so please do that. And lastly, it really, 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 really helps out our visibility when we see ratings and 5-star reviews and reviews on iTunes. We finally got a couple of new ones. Our star rating jumped up from 87 to 89, so at least 2 of you were listening last week, and we really appreciate it. So
thank you.
Yeah, we're actually in the top 5 podcasts when you search Nintendo on iTunes. So let's try and keep that up and maybe even bump it up a little bit, huh?
See what I managed to leech onto just from knowing Mike?
So yeah, we really appreciate you guys. Come and join us in the live chat if able. So where can we find you, Lucas?
You can find me on Twitter under Mike_DA_parrot. It's a joke. You don't have to get it. And my YouTube channel is Pokemon. And my YouTube channel is Pokemon Trainer Verdant, same as my live chat name. I haven't posted anything in a long time because Switch doesn't let me, but maybe someday. So stay tuned for that. Oh wait, no, I do Infendo remixes. Never mind. I do Infendo remixes almost every week if I deem the podcast worthy. So there's definitely going to be one this week because there was a lot of funny stuff. So check those out. They're good.
Awesome. Well, where can we find you, Steve?
I am at Gentis1 on Twitter.
Awesome. Sounds good. And probably on the Shovel Knight PR page. Are you like their new PR man yet? It's coming.
If only I was getting paid.
Yeah. Yacht Club, listen up. Okay, so where can we find you at, Mike?
You can find me in the middle of the desert, or the snowy desert right now, fighting a ice talus.
The snowy desert?
A tundra is also a desert. So anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Mike the Poet, underscore between all the words. Find me on Miiverse at Mike is the Poet 3rd, all spelled out phonetically. I just sold my PS4, so you can't find me on there anymore. But you can find me on Switch if you happen to get one. I'll have my ad. Oh, follow me on Twitter. I have my code there, so just add me that way. But yeah, cool. That me though. That's me.
That's me. Cool. And then we've got one person left. So why don't you take us out, Justin?
Last as usual. I am drawing a blank. I am at Infendo Justin on Twitter. I am Fear the Claw with underscores in between each word on Miiverse and Wii U. I don't have a Switch yet, but when I do, I'll be Master Claw. Yeah, all my information's on my Twitter. So,
what about your friend code? Tell us your friend code.
So my friend code for 3DS is 3093-7069-4111, which is also on my Twitter, which is how I read it right off.
I was like,
I was going to say, is that legit?
Yeah, that's my actual friend code. It's on my Twitter profile.
Oh God! All right, well.
Oh yeah, I just got
Twitter. It's like Twitter, but
ironically, oh my God! I ironically got a friend request on my Switch, and it's from Harrison Milfield. So thank him for listening. And
Harrison,
we'll see him
love you.
We'll see you on episode 400.
Yes, please.
Yes. All right, guys. Well,
save us from ourselves.
That has been Infendo Radio Live. We're glad that you guys were able to listen in. Hopefully you guys are able to listen in from here on out, because this is what we're going to do from here on forward. But yeah, look forward to the produced show still on your normal Monday schedule. So with that, we're out. See you guys. We love you.
I'll see some of you guys on games later on tonight.
Yeah, I need like a half-hour break.
And I added my Switch friend code to the chat, but I had to edit it because Google was crafty about numbers. But it's there.
Awesome.
Nice.
Oh, really? How do you? Why was it giving you?
I put in the numbers by themselves, and it was like personal information. Please, change. So I put little dots in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't use dashes?
I didn't use anything. I just did 4 numbers, space, 4 numbers, space, 4 numbers, space.
That's what I just did. It was fine.
Yeah, it didn't work for... Oh, but maybe it's because I put, like, Switch friend code in front of it. I don't know. I don't know how smart Google is. Well, Justin's apparently able to put his entire life on there now. Maybe it's just a me thing. But yeah, until I get a good cord, my Switch gameplay is going to be pretty limited. So I really hope you guys want to play Monster Hunter tonight instead of Mario Kart.
I'm down for Monster Hunter. I'm always down for Monster Hunter.
Give me
I
half an
might
hour.
join you guys. I haven't played it in a couple of weeks.
Oh, shit.
Well,
He made his character, so he's done more than Eugene has in the last fucking week.
hey,
And I've
Should
done
we
my first
cut-
tutorial mission.
Eugene, when are we going to cut the live chat? Because otherwise we're just...
I'm just gonna let it roll until I guess we decide, or at least I decide that we're out of here.
I'm gonna.
I'm just... Ooh.
There won't be any...
I'm just gonna die right here in the middle of my set.
That was awesome.
Oh, and I thought I was bad for choking.
Oh god. So yeah, that was
And
fun.
Eugene's laughing, has no idea why. Hello?
Hello.
I'm here.
Oh, well.
Okay, it just got dead.
Well, I was trying to figure out.
No, it's just we didn't find you funny.
Yeah, but nobody else was talking.
Yeah, nobody at all.
Okay, well, I'm cutting
Yeah.
my recording because this is all
Yeah.
just nonsense.
My recording's over now, so.
I'm definitely cutting.
So much innuendo for the remix
Wait.
this week.
Okay, now I can stop recording.
Oh jeez.
Can you auto-tune that?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Oh my god, that would be so dope.
Infendo Radio 389. Awesome. That actually turned out really good.
Oh, good grief.
Heather, thank you for listening. She says that was a great show, so that's awesome. I think it actually was pretty good. I think it was better with some listener interaction for sure.
Oh, my friend Emily liked your burp, Justin.
Yes, I see this.
It was better than last week's episode for sure.
All right, guys, we're gonna turn.
Yeah,
off the
guys,
live-
we did.
I was just gonna tell our
We did
listeners
really
we're
good
about to
live.
turn- Yeah, I think we did too, and it was, as long as we can keep up that tempo, I think with the live stuff is gonna work. But listeners, we're gonna turn off the live feed right now. So good night. See y'all later.